chat. We'll be live in a little bit, but hello, everybody. You know what time it is? It's goal time.
Feed that dog.
Chat. I need to pause the music before we go live. I have to play something that a community member made for us. You know, we need to talk about it a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, guys. A little bit crazy. Chat. Let's get into a very new segment and a new era of the op block, I guess.
Welcome to the OPD block. Extreme soy rape critical observation team, where content is unfailable, research is impeccable, and victims are inevitable.
I can't! Oh no! Oh my god, hello everybody! That was made by community artist Len. Thank you so much. That shit, oh god, that made me laugh really fucking hard. And I could not stop laughing. Because again, that's like not what we like doing here. And it's like one of those things where I'm like, oh god, oh, it gets worse over time. But hello everybody, and welcome back to the Op Block, your one-stop shop for everything commentary, news, research, and other things on the internet. I'm your host, Valgy EXE. And joining me today are some of my favorite people on the internet. You know them, you love them. It's Ash. What's going on, Ash?
I'm doing good. I finished dinner. I got a soda, and I'm ready for whatever horrors AACC places before me.
I see. And you know, chat, rounding out today's evening, you know him, you love him, he's here everywhere. It's Uncool Greg. Greg, what's going on?
Hey, I don't remember what this story was.
We'll explain that, but Greg, what have you
Uh-huh.
been doing today?
Nothing really. Just woke up, got out of bed, drink a Monster.
The morning I wake up before I put on my... I'm trying to see if something is out yet. No!
I've
You're
been,
anticipating something?
Yeah, we'll get there.
waiting for something. Oh, that. Okay. I've been
Pardon?
trying to watch a bunch of Giallo films because I got the Criterion subscription, and there's like a bunch of films that leaving on May 31st. I'm like, oh shit, just made a list. Trying to go through all of them.
A lot of them will swing back around because
Mhm.
very few internet video hosting sites will pay for a bunch of different ones. So they'll swing back around. Criterion, we'll have a crack at them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got time. I've gone through like 3. I think only the one I watched today upset me just because like the so like the story happens that there is the story starts with a botched abortion.
Oh, as
And
all
then-
good movies should.
Yeah. So and then all people related to what happened with this botched abortion start dying, and at the very end, the one piece of shit who covered it up lives and gets away with it scot free. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
I mean, that's life. That is just how life works. I can't believe that you're hating life, Ash. How could you hate life? Because people get away with things all the time. Why do you hate life, Ash? Huh?
I don't know.
Why? But what movie was this? Is what we're asking. Is being asked.
Give me 2 seconds, just because I watched like 2 today. And give me 2 seconds.
No.
Profile. It is called Strip Nude for Your Killer.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that holy shit, that's a fucking title. Jesus Christ. But chat,
1975.
more importantly, there's a lot of public service announcements to get out of the way before we start stream, because there's a lot of things that have happened behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, the super behind the scenes, but let's get some things out of the way. Number 1, I want to wish a very special birthday. We have a birthday boy, everybody. Do you know who that birthday boy is? It's Brian Mullins' 26th birthday! Let's go, Brian Mullins!
Happy birthday, Brian Mullins.
He's 26.
You did it.
Oh god.
Yes, Brian Mullins,
younger
it's your
than Diesel.
birthday. Yeah, he's younger than Diesel. I will say, I have learned. I know someone working on a very extensive Brian Mullins video. What I have learned about Brian, I don't want to know. I have learned things about Brian Mullins that I don't think the human race should have ever known about a person. And Chris Chan exists. It's wild. I know a video is coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, but when it does, it's gonna be a fucking banger. I know Gilded Pooh's also a video was supposed to premiere today because it's supposed to be for Brian Mullins the Fox's birthday. I don't know if that's coming out yet. I'm gonna listen, and it's just been a really, really funny fucking day.
I don't know.
Diesel? More like diesel nuts.
Yes, more like Diesel nuts.
Look
A
at
couple
that.
of other service announcements. I want to make something very clear. This is a little bit of a public service announcement for the Discord. because this happened. Please don't crash out in my DMs when I'm being nice to you. Please don't do that. Please don't talk about other mods and community members in my DMs and then act like it didn't happen. That's all I'm asking very nicely. If you do that, I will release them. I'm not fucking around. I will release everything. Please don't do that again. And again, listen, it's okay. To that person in question, my biggest thing is that you're always welcome back in the community. You left on your own accord. Nobody wanted you gone. I'm just asking very nicely, please don't do that again. That's all I ask. And don't say things as well, because I hear about it. You don't know I hear about it, but I do. And it's very annoying. I don't like hearing about shit. So please don't do that, because things you do always get back to me. And third and most importantly, chat, we will be going, and we are still going to run stories on the rest of, oh, God, fuck me. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is, like, well, we'll get to that. I'm not putting that on screen, but I'll say it exists. I saw that, Lio. But
What is that? What the,
I will say this, more important thing, we are continuing our investigation regarding all of the Saberspark, I keep calling him Cyberspark.
It's okay. Wires
all
crossed.
of the Saberspark stuff, all the DA games, and all the oh my god, I almost called him Brian Mullins. The Black Griffin allegations and everything. God, cool anime girls.
You were talking shit and didn't think that all would hear it. I ain't no hollaback girl. Musical notes emoji. Musical notes emoji.
Yes.
So, Anime
yes,
Girls,
yes.
that song's like 25 years old.
I think you're not old enough.
Just remember, no giving birth in VC.
But more importantly,
Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you. More importantly, we are working on things regarding cyber. Oh my god, I said it again.
Sabersmith.
It's okay.
EA games,
It's okay.
Black Griffin.
Saberspark. You said Sabersmith. See, it's fucking
Oh
us
my
all up. You know, we're all saying it now. We're fucking up.
The curse, the tongue twister curse.
Yes. Saberspark, DA Games, and Black Griffin. The next stream will be on Black Griffin. I'm gonna be very honest. There are a lot of things behind the scenes that I'm working on for some of these stories.
Shut up, Greg. Crying face
you,
emoji.
cool anime
Crying
girls.
face emoji.
There's a lot of stuff I'm working on behind the scenes for these stories. Doing a lot of investigation work, trying to get, trying to get people to speak. Things are weird. Where is he? Where is Saberspark? I don't know. What I will say is that this guy probably has not had a controversy like this before, so most likely he will have a measured talking point. We'll say the claims get a little bit more dubious as time goes on. I'm gonna be very honest.
A video on Cybertron?
No,
Where the
not
Transformers.
Cybertron.
Oh,
Thank you.
Transformers lore stream win.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes, I do know Lazy Bedhead made a video on Black Griffin. I disagree with some of her takes.
Yeah.
I disagree with some of her takes, which is I don't hate the thing. It's just there's things.
Is that going to be part of the video?
Yep, we're not gonna discuss it. The video maybe. We're gonna go through the document most likely and kind of present some unfortunate realities of that relationship that even if I find icky, there's problems. But more importantly, chat, let's get into the stream. Oh, stop that. Stop that. We will get there. There's just certain things that like we have to discuss. Yeah, Jonesy, believe me, it's not my favorite thing in the world. God damn, why is it? Oh, Kyrez with the 2. Thank you so much. The whole thing is a trash fire thanks to KP. Yeah, Kyrez. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't play it. Yeah, it's kind of it's a trash fire. There's parts that I'm not happy about the coverage of, and that's part of the problem, and it stems from where the information source is coming from. There's problems. I'm very sorry. But more importantly, chat, let's get to the window capture real quick.
I will say Dinobot, best Beast Wars character, my fave.
Thank you.
My
thank
boo.
You. If you guys see what's on the screen, one of our artists, Len, big shout out to Len in the chat, has put together the op-heads. This is what you guys are. You can find this on the Twitter. This is literally the whole thing. We have shitters, operators, our audio operators over here, our art operator. Well, the op-heads, they put operator, but you guys are the op-heads, we're the operators. It doesn't matter. That's great. Camera, the shitter, research, quality control, and finally pause and the news. So thank you very much to our very special friend Len for no, it's fine. Don't say I'm so sorry, you're right. It happens. I wasn't correcting it. It's very, very good, and you should be very, very proud of it. You know what I mean? I think it's awesome. I think it's like one of the best things that we've ever gotten. These are super cool. Gonna place them in the Discord so everybody can see them. Big fucking W. Big, huge Poggies, thank you to Len. They did such a good job. We've been talking about this for a while, and all of them are really fucking good, really special, all incredibly unique. So we're gonna do it.
Thank yourselves.
So, chat, let's talk about Chuuli. So if you guys
I need a primer. I don't remember.
So if you guys don't remember, we covered Chuuli's very big, long video on a lot of her experiences in the ACC Part 2. We have a stream already on already. I had watched her previous video and then led to that video. There's a lot of shit that went on in the ACC in and around her that is very disgusting. Be it adults being inappropriate towards her as a minor, being the fact that nobody believed her and even maligned her when she would bring up these issues. Also, just people just being downright just disrespectful, attacking her for no reasons because everyone had a fucking favorite. But what if there was a specific individual, a specific set of individuals who kind of peered out, who everyone very hated so much. And one of them was KAYDENMONROE. Now, if you don't know who KAYDENMONROE is, I wouldn't blame you because they're an unimportant piece of shit who will never be important because fuck them. And I say that knowing full well the motherfucker watches every video about him and gets ass mad with his girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever the fuck that we call Blaze. I don't give a shit. Yes, Cal, I would love a cross stitch. That would be really cool. You could do whatever you like. But you know, this is the same person who asked if a minor wanted to just suck their friend's dick, as well as yes. And if I remember correctly, and Lio can correct me, wasn't there a specific explanation of BDSM versus rape graphic that they used? I'm having, if I'm remembering correctly, there is an infographic between non-consent and BDSM that you sent to a fucking minor. You fucking piece of shit. And
the internet was a mistake.
The internet was a mistake. Now, what I knew behind the scenes, and Lio had already told me behind the scenes, that there was a call that accompanied a part of the Chuuli and KAYDENMONROE stuff. And I want to make something very, very clear. You should not be having conversations about sex, whether it's sexual education, nor about obviously like sexual graphics, like in graphic detail, with a minor that you are not the parent of, and you're teaching them sex ed in a way to make sure that, I don't know, they have sex with a condom on, not the explanation of your BDSM lifestyle, you fucking creep piece of shit. I don't want to know that you get pegged by your girlfriend on the fucking hobby horse because you like getting dick down. I don't know. Maybe nobody fucking needs to know that. Hello, Chuuli. How you doing? Good to see ya.
I didn't need to know that, Fauci.
Listen, if he wants to prove he doesn't do it, come on fucking stream and talk about it. I say this every time. If one of the little shitter fuckers want to come on stream and fight it out with me, I'm ready. And I'm waiting. It continually happens, and they continually fuck up. Who in chat knew it? But no, more importantly, jokes aside, we're going to get into this call. This also, Lio put up a previous call where in reaction to Chuli's first video, I know that I believe Ponder joins the call later, plays the infamous clip regarding the dick sucking comment that Kayden's like, oh guys, you're missing context. You're missing context. There's no context.
I don't think there's any good context for that.
There's no good context for it.
It's like, sir, you're being fucking weird around a child. Log off.
Yeah.
Go to jail. No pass go. Don't collect $200.
My new favorite thing is I'd like you to go to this person's parents and explain what you told their child in explicit detail with the infographic. Show them your DM history. I'm sure it's not going to be a problem at all. I'm sure the parent's going to really appreciate that. I'd like to see if you have all your teeth in your mouth after that. Who knows? But we're going to get into the call. Very special thanks to Lio Convoy for fucking producing it, I guess. This is Chuli's first call with Kayden Monroe. A link in the description below. Hold up. But anyway, someone literally commented that they wanted Chuli's video and that they didn't find anything predatory, just Kayden being a dick. Ula? I'd hurt that person in real life.
Hey there, you know who this is, so let's get into it. Eyes up and on the screen. You know the drill. And if this bothers you, be aware that you're triggered by a trigger warning. You'll be okay.
Lio? Why are you building plastic women? Why are you doing this every time? Can we stop playing?
Look, it's on his list. I mean, they're there. Like,
why are we building plastic women every time? Why?
He's bored. He just wants to get through
Because she was pink and Chuuli likes pink? Why are you building plastic women? I hate all of you. I hate all of you so much.
You know, man, it'd be a shame if people knew Fauci's P.O. box and sent him a bunch of plastic women.
I do have a P.O. box. It is somewhere. I don't know where the P.O. box is, actually.
I know
hopefully in New Jersey.
No, it
I
is.
saved it.
We eventually have to put the P.O. box. You can put the P.O. box up. You could find it probably in the Linktree link or in the area of the support link. If you want to, I guess, send stuff to the P.O. box, go for it. All I will say is don't be a dick to, like, post office people. Don't send something you wouldn't fucking send to anybody else. Lio has sent me his pile of shame, I know. Just don't send me shit you wouldn't send, like, your best friend. It's fucked up. I like the plastic women. No! Okay, let's get through this. Jesus Christ. Come on.
I promise. So, the last calls I uploaded had to do with Kayden Monroe and Michael Schomer. We're going to focus back on Kayden. In the preamble before the call, I mentioned that there was a previous call between Kayden and Chuuli that happened several months beforehand. What I'm going to play is that very call. Be aware that there's some editing down of personal info, but other than that, it's complete. You can compare it to the other call to spot the patterns and issues. Here you go.
So we were just
So
going
if you
over.
guys
Kayden
remember
originally thought that this was about.
I don't know why I did that. I apologize. It's like randomly playing ads when I press pause for some reason. I think I accidentally clicked it. If you guys remember last time, Kayden's like, I can't believe this video is happening. Blah, 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 blah. I feel so blindsided. Yada, yada, boo, blah, blah. This bitch, that bitch. You're missing the context of why I would say these things. Acting like he was completely unawares of his language, tone, and what he said to Chuuli all those years ago. So that's the context for compare and contrast. Now, Wayne, I know we didn't get through the whole call on stream, but I watched it privately. And I have to say, Kayden, you're a little fucking bitch.
About him blocking you on Twitter. I've told him no, that I conveyed to you. I didn't think that there was anything malicious in that, and it was probably just a matter of like the timing of when the things that you were tweeting out were being tweeted, and I was right.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that actually, if that was like, if that correlated with.
Lio, what's the little black box for? Or the white box? Like, what is this for?
Yeah,
What
I
is
was
happening
wondering
here?
that. I thought it was like YouTube being weird, but I didn't want to say anything.
Is it tracking from the camera? Because
Is it
sometimes that's like
tracking
the
from the
square where
camera?
it focuses on, but I don't know why that'd be on.
Also, I had another question. So we know there's Kayden, Chuuli, Ponder. Who's the other person that's in this call? Because I saw like the thumbnail, and I don't know who like the goth elf person is.
It shows up when I forgot to turn off the autofocus.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, Lio, the singular note I will ever give you, please put who is in the call on screen for the love of Christ. It's your friend Clown Teeth. Thank you. I need you for the
Thank
love
you,
of
thank you.
Christ
I appreciate
to
you guys.
put the people on the screen who are talking.
With any recent events.
It did. Look, I don't know if you guys follow what's happened to me this year. I started this year by having a man with 30,000 followers on Twitch systematically going after me, my friends, and my friend's now current girlfriend to the point where it was basically about to ruin like so many lives. And like,
Okay, what the fuck is this stupid idiot talking about?
Is that Kayden?
Yeah, that's Kayden. What the fuck
Okay.
is this man talking about? Oh, these people are trying to ruin my lives. Kayden is overblowing that drama, apparently. Yeah, what the fuck are you... Oh, 30K Twitch subscribers. What the fuck did you do? Sorry, I don't trust your track record. What did you do? What the fuck
It's
are
like,
you...
like his mother. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Like, it's what's happening.
Why are you in the principal's office?
Yes, what drama? Like, can you not explain what the drama is? Do you have to lead in with the guys? I have AIDS, I'm gay, I'm black, and I'm new in town! Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Me too. Having AIDS is pretty serious.
I'm still feeling like it wasn't until like this past weekend when I took a break away from town did I really just finally get like good sleep.
I can't remember the VTuber's name, but it was some freak being a racist ableist and talking trash about his own girlfriend.
Alrighty then.
He was like very tangentially wronged in that situation, but it's not gonna ruin his life. I'm sorry. That's funny. Guys, I was the main focus of this. It definitely was me. Nobody knows who you are, but it was me though.
So like I've just been stressed all year as it is, so that was the major reason why I was doing all that stuff, the blocking. But I do wonder why we're here right now though.
I can give a bit of an explanation, Chuuli, or do you want to?
I think it would be better if you did.
All right. So aside from Chuuli, who is this? Who is in this call with you?
Clown teeth.
Is this clown? Again, you're gonna have to apologize. Sometimes a lot of your voices sound the same if I haven't listened to you guys long enough.
Wow.
Ponder is there. So this is Ponder. Just want to double check before I say anything. Ponder, that's Ponder. Clown teeth, Ponder, me, and Kayden. Thank you.
Okay, so Chuuli has been going over some of the past behavior of individuals within the community, specifically based on like vague memories that she had. And for a lot of what she thought she remembered, she didn't think that she had like proof or records of it happening. And she recently came to understand that she does have records of some stuff that she, for a while, was questioning whether it happened the way she remembered. And we wanted to ask your perspective on it because it is a little concerning.
Okay.
I don't know how to really start this. So I think most people here know that when I joined as a content creator, I was very young. I was 14 when I started, and
Damn, that's fucking young.
Every day I want to say, please, don't be a child and make a YouTube channel. For the love of Christ, for all that is holy. There's not the cloud on like Chuuli or anything. It's just like I hate everything about this.
So back in my day, I just used the internet for fucking game walkthroughs, and then I would log off.
It's just because it's just like these adults are never appropriate around kids. Ever. And it frustrates me to no end. No end! I signed my soul away making that channel. Yeah, you and me both.
And it wasn't until the end of 2020 that I actually became an adult. And I have a lot of memories from those 4 years.
Okay.
And I knew of certain things that had happened to me, certain men that did things like V Omega, who very, very explicitly sent me porn that he drew.
Jeez.
I forgot about that motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Again, if you guys don't remember V Omega, you could watch the last stream. V Omega was somebody in and around the ACC who is a pedophile. I'll say this multiple times. If you are sending porn to a minor and all of those things, you are a pedophile. You have full knowledge of it. Nobody's holding a gun to your head to do it. Nobody's hiding a deep, dark secret to say you fucked the minor.
Multiple times. And also, I can't even keep track of who all did things.
It was what, girlfriend at the time, boyfriend?
And then his partner at the time, and then
TP and Riz.
TP?
Raz, Blue Raz.
No, Raz. Not.
Fuck is Blue Raz? Who are all these people? I hate all their names.
No, Digby.
Digby. I was about to say TP. What the fuck?
No, not TP.
I would never imagine TP doing something as malicious as something like that.
Wait, there's someone named TP? I thought they were joking. Oh my god.
There's so much lore.
Yeah, I'm not versed in your lore. I'm sorry.
Blue Raz was a friend of Spockter Theories. Of course he was.
I'm just gonna put it bluntly, ever since we grew distant after I became an adult, so like 2022 and onward, I have had very vague negative memories of you where I knew that you left a negative impression on me in a concerning way, but I could not remember exactly what happened. And the most I had for a long time, because I didn't think I had anything, was one of the times when V Omega sent me porn. We ended up going into conversation about his sexual preferences. I was a 15-year-old, mind you.
Okay.
And I threw out very innocently, because I was 15, I didn't know how damning it was for me to have this knowledge at the time. I very innocently threw out that I knew yours.
Okay. Oh, I feel like this is gonna hurt. This feels like the bad part of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And that was the crumb of evidence that I had that you had talked about things in front of me that you should not have talked about.
Fair.
Okay. So you're admitting it immediately. Why? Then why is your reaction?
But that's all I thought I had. And I went.
I'm gonna crash out.
Recently, I went into DMs.
Oh God.
And I found an instance where I came to her very upset it was October of 2019 when I was just about to turn 17.
Okay.
And I relayed to her an instance that had happened that night where you essentially verbally sexually harassed me in a call after my repeated attempts to ask you to stop. And in that same upset tangent that I went on in her DMs, I found that I had talked about 4 other instances where that had happened.
Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking monster.
Greg, I need you to be my anger translator for 20 seconds. Can you just tell me how you feel?
I don't know what's happening. I'm still lost. I still don't remember the last call. I'm struggling to catch up. We're in a call with the person having allegations towards this Kayden individual that they are.
Julie, the
so
individual in chat is confronting Kayden because Kayden has said some disgusting things, and even on a live stream said, "Oh, you want to suck your friend's dick," and the individual had to drunkenly tell Kayden to stop continuously. And now and he also sent the BDSM, the difference between BDSM and fuck. You know what? This is actually a really good reminder for chat, so Greg knows, because I want to pull up something. All right, Chuuli, we got this. We're gonna do this the right way. Chuuli. No, they're not. I just saw somebody ask a very important question. No, none of these motherfuckers. None of these fuckers ever get fucking...
Hello, everyone. At the end of my last video, I said that I would...
Yes, thank you, Chuuli. I'm so sorry, Chuuli. I did not want to... Where is...
Go to prison.
Where is the thing? This is Fagos, because Fagos is a piece of shit. But where is Kayden sending it?
This is fucking awful.
Where is Kayden sending the thing? Where is the... There it is.
Right there.
This is what Kayden sent a child.
Okay.
Just for reference, this is what the guy that's like trying to talk around everything sent to a child. What is BDSM? What is abuse? Kairos at the 5.
Not to spike your blood pressure, Falgi, please remember the age gap was like 12 years. Sorry to remind you of that fact. Please
you.
give Doggo a hug.
Thank you for reminding me of that fact. Kairos, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me every day? Why?
Bless you.
But let's go back. Let's go back to this call.
One of them being in a Ponder Sprocket stream while she was high, and I went looking for dates of her streams that happened around that time, and the event that I talked about happening did happen. I complained to her that you, as a 27-year-old man, I think, kept making jokes about me, a 15-year-old, sucking on Ponder's dick live in front of everyone. And I told you that that made me uncomfortable. And you did it again. And then I told you to stop. And you made a joke out of it again. And then when I got very obviously heated after that point, you muted me in the call and then joked about how I didn't have the balls to confront you. And after that happened, I, again, innocently, because I didn't realize just how bad all of this was.
Kayden, come and chat, motherfucker. We'll have a nice conversation. Try that shit with me, bitch.
I opened another server and talked about how the first thing I saw was someone.
Listen, I don't fucking play. When I hear shit like this with kids, I get very, very fucking upset when these people are fucking chirping. Because I know they chirp behind the scenes. I know they fucking run the blue sky and chirp and they'll be like, oh, we're so woke. That's why we're not on Twitter anymore. I don't fucking care. It's really interesting that all you fucking little pedophiles and PDFs and little fucking weirdos always run the blue sky even though you're so fucking woke all the time. Really fucking fascinating. You don't got fucking balls to show up. Show up in a chat, bitch. Show up in a fucking chat. Listen, you think a motherfucker with like 30,000 fans is scary? Here's a motherfucker that does a lot of research. Just saying.
Being sexual, and you, and I think it was Fagos also in the call, and also I don't think
no, not Fagos.
Made a joke out of it and talked about how it was like,
again, a reminder for everybody who doesn't remember who the fuck Fagos is. Fagos is a fucking piece of shit that faked raping 2 trans women, then convinced Chuuli and friends.
I feel ya, man. First time learning about all this as an outsider was genuinely frustrating.
Thank you. I do not know how to say your name, and I will not fuck it up. But more importantly, chat, it is time to feed that dog. It's time to feed the puppers. It's time to give her treats. It's time to feed that dog now. On the Uplock stream tonight. All right, chat, you know what to do. You know what time it is. She's right behind me. It's doggo time. Go. Really?
It's time for Princess Sheba Leia.
Like, she does this every time. She will not eat the first treat out of my hand, but we'll do it later. I unironically sang this to my cats in the morning. That's great.
That's an adorable cow.
I heard Gilded crashed out in Beckett's stream. No worries, I'm the waifu person that lurks. Waifu, thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, all shout outs to our lurkers. Our lurkers are super cool. You guys are super cool. You know, we're almost at like 1.1K in like the matter of, we haven't, like, our streaming anniversary is like in 2 months. And I don't even consider the 1st July streaming anniversary because we didn't promote it at all. Feed that doggo too. But yes, I am going to be annoyed. I can already feel it in my soul.
What I signed up for when I got on Discord. And so that is the most concrete proof I have of an event. And I remember in another...
Oh, yes, this is a reminder. Faghost said they groped or sexually assaulted two trans women, made Chuuli and her friend believe that them defending Faghost caused one of these fake trans women to kill themselves, and they lived with that feeling for a period of time until Faghost said, oops, I lied. Persona 3, invoke your persona, bitch.
Other instance, because again, it was 4 instances that you did this to me, that at the very least I documented, where you started posting GIFs of dildos.
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? Okay. I'm gonna keep going with this. No, do I want the images? You know what? Fuck it. Send me the images so I can fucking crash out.
Don't crash out.
Don't show them if you can.
And I told you to stop, and you didn't, and you defended it by saying that it wasn't sexual because they weren't real dicks. And that was the one...
You
piece of... Oh my god. I think,
I don't know if that's gonna hold up.
Officer, you don't understand. It wasn't my real penis, it was a fake penis. You don't understand. It's digitally altered to look 10 times bigger than my micro penis actually is. You don't understand, officer. I can't do it. It can't be real. I didn't send it to them. I'm mad, chat. I'm very mad.
One time that you backed down because Ponder was in that call and she told you to stop and you listened to her, but I feel the need to accentuate.
Okay, is that all he can say?
I beg
so,
for you.
Chat, you will not see this, but the other ops will.
Oh god.
So, let's look at the images together. You guys can't see this because I don't share this part of the screen.
No.
Go fuck yourself. Literally go fuck yourself.
God.
Twice go fuck yourself.
Ew.
I hate... Who the fuck is Chaos55T? I feel like I know that name. That person should be, like, gone off the internet, right? That person's, like, dead, right? Like, 100% kill shot, right? Right? I'm very mad. Oh, no? What do you mean, oh, no? I'll sit. No. I remember like Chaos55T. I remember some of the shit. I remember. I've heard it. I don't need a voice note. I can chat. I'm gonna kill somebody.
No, you're gonna listen to Lio.
You to stop being sexual in front of me and posting sexual things and talking about sexual things.
Okay, just as a fact, it's Mega Milk. It's cats playing with a fucking dildo. And it's the fucking more stupid, oh, here's a lightsaber with the penis. The lightsaber's a penis. You are a fully grown adult. You are 27 years old. This is a minor. All in the same year, by the way. This is a fucking minor. You do not post this in this fucking server. And I don't want to hear the excuse of, oh my god, we didn't know there's minors. There should have been an NSFW chat, because I don't accept that excuse. I do not accept that excuse because there should never be minors in your Discord. That is my problem. And again, I am speaking into the ether because these are past events, but every fucking time, there should never be minors in your private Discord, and they shouldn't even be in your public community Discords. Now, I understand people do that. I understand very well that some people do that, like companies and shit do that. I don't personally agree with it. I wouldn't do it for a fucking YouTube channel. Like, Christ. Every fucking time. Yeah, I know Kayden's in his 30s now, and he's still a little bitch. Because he doesn't show up to any of the streams or anything in which he can defend himself live. Because he won't do it. Because he is, and forever will be, a bitch. That's the other thing. None of these motherfuckers show up. Yes, I've heard that Kayden admitted he knew how old. Kayden admitted, from Chuuli, Kayden admitted how old I was in another call. I was young in the sphere, and that people would call me baby fetus was a running joke. You know, sometimes I wish, you know, Kayden, if your mother was around, I would have asked her why she did not fetus the letus. She would have saved us all the trouble. But we're here now, so fucking strap in, folks. We've got a lot of time to go.
Not stop.
I'm not saying this to be malicious. I am not saying this. This is a lot to take in. Mind you, I would like to see the proof. If you do have it, if you have it, I'll accept all responsibility and apologize.
Why do
But
you?
only if you have it.
Yeah. What? Show, like, you could just say, hey, can you show me these instances because I don't know what you're talking about. To say, hey, show me and then I'll apologize. That it's the complete wrong. Like, yes. I will say this, Kayden is entitled to see these things. If he's being accused of something, he is fully entitled. But like Horror and Hellfire says, if you don't have the proof, they can just get away with being a liar. Unfortunately, that's part of the problem when you see an issue like Saberspark, because the accuser does not want to make themselves known, because there are allegedly allegations that they're a known bad person in the brony community. You lessen the blow of said allegations and people can weasel their way through it. That's just how it is. Whether Sabersparker is innocent or not, that's not the issue. The issue is that you can't, like, you need to provide something. It's fine, Kayden's entitled to that, but the way he says it is so fucking annoying because you know it immediately dawns on him what specific instances these are. You can hear it in his voice. He knows the specific instances offhand.
Apologize here right now. It does sound like my behavior to joke about something, not stopping it for a period of time until someone authoritative told me to stop.
There's something wrong with you. Why?
Gone.
Just shut the fuck up. What do you mean? You have to wait till someone do you not have morals? You're a 27-year-old man at that point. You're in your 30s now.
It's like the thing with the what the fuck is his name? Give me 1 second because I'm blanking on his name.
What are they involved in?
Family Feud. What is his name?
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey had a famous interview where he was like, I believe in God and that there's like absolute judgment for your actions, and that's why I do not do anything bad, because he needs to have He needs to have a consequence in place at the end of his life for all the actions that he's gonna do. But then it's like, so you need somebody in a place of power above you in order to make you stop doing shitty behavior.
Yeah, it's like you have morals. There's a difference between whatever your feelings about religion are. There's a vast ocean of difference between, hey, I know I'm going somewhere at the end of this life. I don't want to do shitty things. Over, well, if Lio was in the call, I would. You know what that sounds like? Jar. Every fucking time, all of these ACC, SCC, fuck UCC people, all are like, well, if the person of a supreme authority was in the call, then I would stop. Why do you need those people around to just be a fucking human? There's
they need
no
their daddy to slap
reason.
their hands when they're bad because they're immature assholes who haven't learned to like live on their own.
Yeah, but Chuuli, I understand that you were probably authoritative in that call. That doesn't matter though, because you were the subject of the joke. When he just says authoritative, what he is identifying, it's someone he respects.
Yeah, it's his form of authoritative, which could be anything because he doesn't set that ground rule, and obviously he's not being. It's it's belittling, it's misogynistic, whatever you want to label it. But to him, you are not an authoritative figure, and that's why he didn't stop.
You are a nothing. You're the fetus. The fetus should just be joked at consistently and constantly without chirping their fucking mouth. That is what he thinks. God, that's gonna get clipped out of context. To be fair, I don't like. To be fair, if a kid fucks up on the internet, you're free range. I don't really give a shit. Like, you're free range to make content out of. I'm sorry.
I
Within
feel weird
limit.
about like making content on like people like 20 years younger than me.
Within limit. I should say that. But like, this is not appropriate. This is not appropriate. You don't talk to a child this way, especially when it's the community joke that everyone knows they're a child.
I think, and you don't have to take my word on this one, and I'm not saying you have to take my word on this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
B can tell you up front, and you still want to be referred to as B, if I'm correct.
I'm fine with either.
Yeah.
I hope that link still works.
I think
It's on video unavailable. Video
okay.
private. Video is private. You need to unlist it.
Yes, I can actually maybe go directly in and I can share screen.
Yeah, share screen. Always, this is a side note, always share screen so you can control how the person reacts to it.
The only thing I...
Chuuli, have you ever made... Okay, and I know this was a traumatic moment for you. Have you made that stream clip public? Or is it still private? I'm not asking to personally see it. I'm just, for frame of reference, if people ask that. Just because I know a wide variety of people who've been following the SEC, ACC drama, shit like this, I know they ask those questions. If you haven't made it public, because I know that you expressed that it is very triggering for you, that's perfectly fine.
I would say is whenever I said the state, it's like I have a lot of euphemisms in my.
It's still private. It's been shown around in private to Kayden, Blaze, Lio, and a couple of others. That's fine. I just want to make that known. Yes, it's not. It's omitted from this part of the stream, this part of the call, specifically out of just respect for Chuuli.
My vocabulary and some of those euphemisms are thankfully very much dead.
Okay, but if they're very much dead, just apologize for them. Don't say, show me the proof, or don't fucking pull up.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay. Can everyone see the video?
Yes.
Alright, let me know when you're ready for me to play.
Now, this is an explanation, not an excuse. And Ponder can back me up on this. It's been an issue I've had since it's
if this motherfucker blames autism, Tourette's, or any other random stupid fuck disability that is not, I am a stupid person, I was inappropriate, and I cannot believe I did that. I apologize for my actions. I am going to scream.
It seems since childhood.
Excuse me,
Now,
what?
It seems since childhood. Now, when I say stuff like that, I was insinuating in the sense of you were kissing up.
Okay, but that's not what you said.
I know that's not what I said.
Yes, and that is the problem.
I'm just explaining.
Okay.
You could say kissing
Bro.
ass. You could say you're being a suck up.
Teacher's pet. Jesus Christ, just say teacher's pet.
But I have a feeling that it is far more egregious than that. Yes, I have heard sucking dick as like being a kiss ass. Do not get it incorrect. But it still doesn't explain the BDSM stuff. It still doesn't explain you talking about your fetishes around people. Like it still like doesn't explain. Yeah, brown nose. It still doesn't explain anything else in and around it. That's the problem. You could explain one part. And you know what? I would accept this one part. He literally said she's sucking your dick in front of the audience. Like, bruh.
Yeah. This is awful.
Okay. Okay. Not gonna say TOS words. Not gonna say TOS words today.
Don't become the jonkler. Don't become the jonkler.
Never.
I understood what you meant by the innuendo, but the innuendo was still sexually charged at me, and when I told you to stop, you didn't stop.
Yeah, remember that time you just kept going and you said you needed someone of an authority to stop saying those things to a minor, which again, I have other issues. I will say this openly. It is past tense. I don't like that minors are in the space of creating content, especially around any adult. I understand that they're your friends. I understand that hopefully nothing impropriety ever happened in those regards, which I believe that nothing ever has. I don't personally like it. That's my fucking thing. But if you know that there are children in your space, you should be extra cautious then. Extra fucking cautious.
That is where I was getting to the actual explanation.
What do you mean? That was explanation. You could just apologize. What do you mean? That's the... What do you mean?
Apologize. He doesn't think he did anything wrong. I'm not quite. I feel like he thinks like, well, what are you being such a baby? He doesn't realize, you're paying fucking taxes and she's still going to school.
This is like the KP thing, right? For those who weren't in the last KP Saberspark stream, God forbid you watch 9 hours of deep ass research that we still have a shit ton of research to still do to make sure that it is a comprehensive 3-piece.
It was a rough 9 hours, Valley.
When you're fighting with a child, there's no amount of, but you should, I apologize, but that you could have done. Like when KP said, oh my God, the 16-year-old's leaking company information. They were 16, they were in school. That's probably a reason they didn't meet deadlines. God forbid a bitch have a hobby.
Okay.
So, I have many disabilities that I have been
Oh my
learning
God.
that I am...
Oh.
KAYDEN became a member. KAYDEN celebrates 4 months of membership. Get ready. Bro is going to be quacking a bit.
Thank you.
Felt a good
Chat.
moment.
Do you have any disabilities? Does that let it
I'll
be
give you
okay
a fucking
for you
disability.
I have a
to do
skin
this to other
condition.
people?
Does that allow me to
Do
be
you
weird with
feel the
minors?
need-
No.
yeah.
Give me your address, Kayden. I'll give you a fucking disability. Christ! What do you mean? I have a disability to tell a minor they're sucking dick. What the fuck do you mean? Come on, dude. Like, that's not even remotely okay. It's not even remotely okay. I swear to God. Also, I'm not saying I'm gonna hurt you. I'm just saying that you might eat through a straw for a couple.
No. That's
I
too
make
far.
a joke. I make the joke. It's just a joke. No, but in all seriousness, like, this is gross, dude. Like, this is gross. I don't know, Lio. No. No. No.
Say with a normal voice so that we can tell that you're not joking when you say no.
No.
No, Lio, don't do that.
No.
Totally don't.
Ash,
No.
no,
Don't do that.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Please do not. I will say this wholeheartedly. Please never dox. I actually, for as much as I hate a motherfucker, I don't want them doxed. I don't want myself doxed. I don't want anybody doxed. I hold myself to that standard that unless I have to report you to the fucking police, I don't want to know your address. No.
The whole, like, do unto others as you have others do unto you. Yada,
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I'd rather make content off of you, not for you to disappear.
On the
Because unfortunately,
spectrum
you're not going
Oh,
to go to prison.
Yeah, oh yeah.
and again, not an excuse, an explanation. And you don't have to accept it. And
Lio, don't even start. I have a fucking conniption with you. Your fucking PayPal address. Get a new fucking PayPal, dude. Why the fuck is your PayPal name? It's public, so I don't care, but why the fuck is your PayPal your name?
not an excuse, an explanation. And you don't have to accept it. And if you don't want to be,
I don't accept it, you stupid fuck. I don't accept it. Because what's your disability? What is the disability? Tell me, what the fuck is the disability, dumbass?
friends, and you don't want to talk to me again about all this stuff, that is completely fair.
But what's the disability?
And you have all the right in the world to not.
What's the disability?
I have issues understanding social cues.
There is no way this fucker is saying I had autism, so I'm a predator. There is no way this guy is saying I have the predator type autism. Again, and make no mistake about it, I will be very, very honest and very, very clear. Saying inappropriate sexual jokes around minors means that you are okay with doing it consistently and constantly. You build up to break down that wall for yourself. Or you literally have Zippo impulse control and you should never be on the internet. Either way, you have to take responsibility. Your mental health condition does not explain your it does not excuse your poor behavior. It explains how it happens. It is your responsibility to do better. The same thing with anxiety. It's the same thing with depression. It's the same thing with BPD. It's the same thing with DID. All this other fucking shit on the internet. Don't use your autism, your dyslexia, or anything else to excuse things. Because if that is what you do, I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't even be around people. You should be institutionalized and made a ward of the state. If you have the type of autism that allows you or compels you to be inappropriate around minors.
To an extreme extent.
Yeah, the Michael Schumer call, yeah, the autism defense is an insanity that I cannot fucking, I swear to Christ.
In several points. What I was getting what I was taking in at that moment.
Well, what were you taking in? Were you taking in dick? Were you sucking dick and you were thinking about it? Was it in your ass and you're like, oh my God, I love dick so much. Let me just talk about it. Come on. What were you taking in? What were you taking in?
which looking back at, I am kicking myself in the ass because it's clear as fucking day that this is all everybody joking, because I was going off of the vibe or whatever you want to call it, the feeling or whatever you want of everybody joking around. Phagos was joking around in the call. Before that entire situation, we were joking around and talking about stuff.
Chuuli, let me ask you a question. Was the call in question, was the stream in question ever have sexual innuendos prior to Kayden showing up? Was there ever a single moment or time where sexual content, even a sexual joke, was brought up during that call, during that stream, during that entire thing? Because I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker is losing the plot.
Does it make it right? No. Do you deserve an apology? Yes.
No. Fascinating. Of course not. Because why would he? Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because so you understand. That is all.
So if you're so apologetic here in this call, why did you crash out so hard when the video came out? And it barely mentioned you. I watched that first video. The first video barely mentions you at all. The joke literally came out of nowhere. It was like, oh, haha, Ponder makes cool videos. You suck cock! Fair. Fair. I love that.
I am not using it as a shield.
Yes, you are. Your external locus of control proves that. Your autism made you do it. You said that. This call happened in 2024, right? I want to make something very clear. This is not the video in question I'm referencing that he crashes out about. Chuuli puts out an earlier video 7 months ago.
You talk about.
So I need the date specifically. Oh my god, YouTube.
You talk about someone.
Memory leak YouTube is pissing me off to no end.
Yeah, it's miserable.
This call happened months before September 20th. Barely mentions him. Barely. I've watched this whole video twice. You apologized for it. Did you think that she was not going to bring it up? Ever? It's a courtesy that Chuuli brought it up as small as she did the first time around. Shit, I would have leaked this call if he's doing shit like this.
So it's really funny watching Leo become more mellow, and Falgi transforms into the older fire and brimstone Leo. Fascinating evil. GG Falgi, get him.
We know I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't like these calls, but I don't dox people and I don't do predator hunting stuff. I don't like it. It's fucking annoying.
If you become a doxer, we know where you live, Falgi.
No, if I become a doxer, I'd literally lose all the friends that I currently have. So I'll never do that. I also don't like doxing. I don't believe in it. This is bad.
I am not using it as a, you can't touch me because blank. I am saying it in the sense of, you have the full right to not only distrust me, but dislike me, and I'd go all the way to say hate me if you feel that it.
So why don't you allow?
If you feel.
Then why don't you validate her feelings and just have a why did you desire a fucking company, fucking company call of people?
Is needed. I want to make it very, 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 very clear I in no way was trying to make advances towards you.
No one has said that. That's not the. No one fuck cares about the advances. Nobody's saying. Where are you getting this from? Sounds like a fucking guilty conscience. What the fuck? Why are you saying that? Nobody's accusing you of that. Like, you were just inappropriate. Say that you were inappropriate. In that instance. The other instances, we'll get there. But, like, nobody's saying that. Okay.
I in no way was trying to... What's a good word for this? Because I'm drawing a blank. I'm tired. I am in no way infatuated with you. I am in no way trying to coerce you. I am in no way trying to groom you or anything of that.
What the? Okay, buddy, you're just reporting on yourself.
What the fuck are you saying? Oh my!
It's just like you got pulled in by the cops, and they're like, "Hey, where were you Tuesday?" It's like I was not at the Bareback Inn or whatever. I wasn't drinking. I
was not on the grassy knoll. I promise. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's a grassy knoll?
You cut out, Fauci.
I think it's your mic.
Fauci, what cursed animal mask do you want?
No. Yeah, I hit my mic by mistake.
Thank you,
God damn it.
Kairos.
Thank you, Kairos. God damn it, you fuckers! Don't be doing this!
Nature. Was my wording wrong?
An
Yes.
otter, of course.
Should I have...
No, I don't want to fucking... I don't want an animal mask! No!
No.
Stopped?
Well, do you want a Leonid then?
Absolutely.
We're not talking about this.
Okay.
But my intentions were to joke around.
Why did it take you that long? Why did it take you that long to say that? What the fuck?
Oh, that's a good one, Leo. A leopard. Do you ever wear leopard print, Fauci?
I would. I don't think I have, but I would. I'd wear like an open, like 70s leopard print shirt.
Oh, that sounds cool.
I got the chest hair for it, so. Embry, I can't be a crab. That's Beckett's thing.
Yeah, this
Can't
Not
grab.
to sexually harass.
No, but that's what sexual harassment is, dog. Your intentions are like to like harass people with sexual content, and you find it funny. Whether or not you get your jimmies off to it is not the problem. The problem is the fact that you yourself think it's okay to discuss sexual content with a minor. That's the problem.
Kayden, everyone knew Chuuli was a minor, and if you were trying to be funny, why was it always in a sexual nature?
Because that was my immature joking at the time. We can look at more, and we can.
Everybody knew she was a minor. It was by joking. I don't fucking care. I don't care what your joking was. Just apologize and move on.
Look at adults that I have made jokes like that about. In fact,
Yeah, but those are adults, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, there's a different standard between literal fucking children and grown ass fucking adults.
You can still.
An adult can like fucking kneecap you. A child will be
It can only kick you in the
irreparably
shins.
emotionally damaged by your shit.
The child can only reach your shins. No, but it's like it's one of the things where it's like
Steal the calcium from your knees. And be able to run away again.
it's sexual harassment irregardless. But at least if you do it with your friends, hopefully you all consent to that joke. When it comes to a child, the child cannot consent to that joke happening in the least. That's like the whole thing.
I never viewed that phrase as sexual at the time.
It does not matter how you view it, it's how society views it, you dumb bitch.
Greg.
Hey.
Explain how stupid this man is in 40K lore for me.
I mean, I don't know how you know. I was looking at Warhammer stuff on my main monitor.
Because I know. What would you look at?
But I'm looking at Sons of Horus stuff.
Apparently, there was a leak for an Alpha Legion in like Japan or something like that.
No, it's a Joy Toy.
I don't know what that is.
Because it's a company that makes larger scale toys for Warhammer and other stuff.
I like the Alpha Legion in concept, not so much play wise.
Okay. Can I take a shot? It's like, he's so stupid. If he were an orc, he couldn't have more DACA. Does that work?
I don't know.
Craig, help me out here.
But I hate
Like,
this man.
This just feels like open and shut to me. I'm waiting for something more like, I don't know why. I don't know what else we can get out of the call at this point. Like, this is pretty much...
Yeah, like this should be the end.
For me.
Should this not be the end of the call? But saying I never thought saying the word sucking dick wasn't sexual is actually just insane.
I am clearly in.
Dumb as Lehman Russ in a library. Don't say that about Greg's Primarch. Don't say that. That's Greg's Primarch. Don't do that to Greg. Leave Lehman Russ alone.
The wrong.
Did nothing wrong.
He actually didn't.
But what I'm saying of the time.
Okay, that doesn't work when my very first response to when you've said that was that is sexual harassment. That doesn't work. I immediately told you, and you didn't listen because you weren't taking me seriously.
Wait, did you tell him it was sexual harassment in the call? Are you telling me you legitimately said... In the stream, did you say that this was sexually sexually harassing you? Okay. Okay.
Don't leave Russ in the libraries, he burns them.
Thank you. This is reminding me of a time a classmate of mine mentioned having a threesome, except we were the same age, which is the only reason it ever was appropriate. Still weird, though. I'm not reading the second part of that sentence.
Oh my god, Ember.
Even though I was very deadpan and uncomfortable when I did tell you to stop, you didn't listen. You didn't value that from me. And I know that it wasn't just humor. It was sexual humor. I know that you viewed it as raunchy and sexual, and I...
Wait, was that my computer?
Was it your computer?
Was that... Wait, I need to hear that again. Wait, I'm sorry.
Humor. I know that you viewed it as raunchy.
Okay.
Guys, you can mute that. You can just mute Windows.
I'm sorry. That being in the call fucks me up. I'm sorry. It's like Discord sounds being in the call. No! Just record Discord. Oh, no.
No, but the OBS, like the beta record thing can be kind of fucky sometimes.
It's Clown's computer. Listen, Clown, I don't know where you are right now, but your computer is telling you to update to Windows 11. You need to do it sooner rather than later, I guess.
No, don't. No, it has so much bloatware.
It keeps yelling at me to update to Windows 11.
And sexual.
It does every time.
And I am wanting to just reiterate that
Yeah. I'm listening.
I shouldn't have to come at you with any tone about that stuff because you shouldn't have been talking to me like that in the first place. And every time I told you to stop, you didn't stop. And the only time you did was when another adult told you to stop.
Which is the problem.
Whose opinion you respected.
To reiterate, that's the problem.
I will say this, like, if I was there in that call and he said that, and I'm a fucking adult, I would have been like, you know, this guy needs to not be in the fucking Discord anymore. If he's gonna talk like this to a minor, he needs to be fucking gone.
Yeah, but that's the part of the problem. Is like that we don't get that fucking luxury. We don't get that fucking grace because this would have been nipped in the bud immediately. But chat, it's been about an hour and 30 minutes. That means there's 80 of you in chat and only like 20 likes. You know what to do, chat. You know what to do.
Like that stream, or
like
God
that
will
stream.
cry.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I doubt it, Kai.
You can close the stream, B.
Yeah.
And I have the screenshots from when I came to.
Oh god.
Very angry.
There was the who they went to.
No,
oh, okay. I thought I said cam, like they were on camera.
I don't need evidence for every single thing. It's just my memory can be foggy at times.
Yeah, but it's multiple instances.
It hasn't been that long. How many? Okay, how long has it been since like the incident occurred that you're now confronting him about it? Like maybe like 2 years, 3 years?
No,
4 years?
no. It's more because 2019 was dildos. So if we are looking at 2019, this is what 5 years. Again, do I expect someone to remember everything from 5 years ago? No, but this is a pattern of behavior. If you can't remember this instance, it means that you were flippant with your language in front of whomever and whatever. That's the problem.
Okay.
And this happened at what, 2018, 2019?
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Enough time for me to have other things be thrusted upon my plate since then.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Who cares?
Okay. I will admit, like, if something happened, if I was if something, I said something so fucked up that if it ever come to light, it could ruin my fucking life. It's something I wouldn't forget.
I don't understand this line of logic. But there's other. Did your dog die? Did your mom die? Did you get into a freak car accident and lose both your legs? Can you not just like be sorry for this? Is it that hard? Is it that hard to like just be like, hey, I'm sorry. I remember that. Because that's the other thing. He's not saying he remembered it. He's just saying he's sorry about it.
I'm sorry. He has a disability, so he doesn't care to remember.
Autism is a plague. No, I'm kidding.
Not using that as an excuse.
The list, buddy.
I'm using that as an explanation.
Hey, listen. At least I won't have a number on my arm. Go fucking damn.
Whoa.
RFK has said it, not me. You're gonna get a card.
He's a card. Okay, I thought he's that much of a giant piece. He's like, we're gonna add you to the list and put a number on your arm.
Listen, RFK. Is
I mean, that's what he's insinuating.
That's what he's insinuating.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm
yeah.
okay.
No, it's not gonna be a card. He literally wants you to be numbered.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, cause she's crazy and has a brain worm.
Just gotta love our political system, you know?
Yeah, because RFK's crazy!
Tariffs, Gundam's too expensive. Might as well just go kill myself right now.
And
yeah, if you have autism, maybe lose the diagnosis.
You have the full right to be upset.
Okay, Falgi does JQ clip coming. No!
No!
I've never JQ'd. Actually, that's not true. That's actually not true. I have said JQ, the J. No, I've said the J question on stream.
Okay.
The brain worm isn't working. I know.
You're right. What I said was inappropriate. I am
Okay, so what's really interesting to me is in juxtaposition to the KP Chris call. Because in the Chris call with KP, Chris is profusely apologetic, says that he's in therapy, and does have, like, taking medicine and mental health conditions, but at no time does that excuse what he said. He says, you know what? That is inappropriate of me. I apologize. I'm sorry it even got back to you. I never thought it would, and I never knew I'd apologize because I thought that we were no longer in contact anymore. All of that. In this, it's just like, autism makes me say dick suck. Like, what are you saying, brother? What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm in the wrong. I view myself as a changed person since then.
Nah.
That is all I can say, but that is my word against yours.
What? My word against yours? What the fuck does that mean, my word against yours? It's how they feel. It's accepting your apology. And it doesn't seem like you're a changed person based on the last call we heard about you.
Well, that's not a good you know what I mean. That's my words, not my actions, and you'd have to see my actions to see if it's true.
I obviously can't say that that's true or false. But the fact that it happened at all, I think is already many steps way too far.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, it's a recording of you harassing a child. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, like...
I mean, like, also the fact that he's just refusing to apologize. It feels like he's done this to other people. Like, not gonna lie. Like, him making excuses. Like, there has to be other people he's done this to.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't hear, like, a full apology. I keep hearing excuses. That's my issue. I keep hearing I'm a changed person. It's not that it should have never have happened. But my autism made me think this way. It's never appropriate.
Because
never.
Had it just been you were mean to me or you talked down to me or whatever, that would be okay, I understand that. But to repeatedly ignore my sexual boundaries, I don't really care if it was out of infatuation. I could tell that you didn't care about what I was comfortable with or not.
Okay. She's right.
For you to not care about that in regards to a sexual boundary of a minor, a teenage girl.
Yes.
That is many, many steps way too far, in my opinion.
Yes.
And for that to happen multiple times, and not quietly, not me just laying down and taking it. I fought you. I didn't win, but I fought you. I feel like that's not something that just a private sorry can fix.
If I can step in with some contextual clarification. Kayden, before we got into the call with Chuuli and Clown, you clarified that some of Chuli's overt aggressiveness was what led to you blocking them on Twitter, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we've traced back some of the aggression, and we've sort of come to the understanding that it may have specifically been as a result of instances like this, not just with you, but with, like I mentioned earlier, Digby, Raz, V Omega, fucking Faye Ghost, friend, whatever the hell her name was, where people constantly disrespected boundaries that Chuuli set up with regards to sexual inferences, sexual nature, sexual jokes, quote unquote, or sexual content. And the only way that Chuuli was able to shut down those conversations was to start to get aggressive, because that was the only instance where people started to take them seriously. Or at the very least, that was the only way that they started to back down. So in the present day, a lot of Chuuli's aggression may specifically have been the result of behavior like this that was inflicted upon them when they were a minor, and the constant violation of their...
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, just move on.
Boundaries.
I'm mad at the other thing. Don't get me wrong.
For more context, when people, adult men, started being sexual with me when I was a 14 and 15-year-old, I didn't have that boundary yet. I didn't know how to stop that. And so I believe, after thinking about this for a long time, I believe I was... Oh yeah, that person. I don't even think it was by one specific person. I believe that you are included in that group, because even though you didn't, according to you, mean to groom or do anything to sexually benefit you, I was still groomed by several adults.
Yeah, I don't have much to say to this part.
Yeah, it's just like, just him using his power over a fucking minor to like make them feel unsafe.
Yeah, that's like, I don't have much to say to this part, and I know I'm not like reacting, and like mainly the reason is like I can't. There's nothing to say. Chuuli was systematically abused in the ACC. Just what happened, like the ACC, SCC, like it just sucks. It just sucks.
Into believing that my role, whenever they became sexual, was to entertain that, including you.
How? Okay, I have to challenge that.
What?
What
do you mean you have to challenge us? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? No.
As understanding and accepting of my role in a lot of this.
No, you're not.
Yes.
But.
Why do you say but? Why?
But what?
But why?
There is a moment I have to step in and say I can't take responsibility for their actions.
That's not what Chuuli was saying. Chuuli is saying that. I'm not gonna put words in Chuli's mouth, but I'm gonna try to summarize the best I can her feelings, and if she can correct me, that's perfectly fine. She's in the chat. But Kayden, what Chuuli is trying to tell you at that moment is that she has systematically been abused by this community for a period of time, and the men in that community. It is not placing the sexual connotation of grooming towards you. It's the fact that Chuuli was treated that way, and people didn't believe her. And while you may view your point as minuscule in a grander story of everything, it is still part of the problem. It's still inappropriate because it set the standard of the inappropriateness of your fucking community time and time again around children.
She's talking about a fucking pattern. She's not talking about you specifically. Why?
Exactly.
Kayden, I'm not asking you to take responsibility for
I did the streamer thing where Chuuli says the thing. Fucking Christ, they always do the streamer thing.
others' actions. I'm asking you to take responsibility for the part you played in a group effort.
It may not have been like a coordinated thing, but when there are like multiple different people sort of doing similar, not necessarily the same things, but similar things to an individual, to that individual, it would feel like, especially in the past tense, it would feel like this was like a lot of people all working towards the same goal. Maybe not like maliciously, maybe not in a coordinated effort, but like the behavior was similar enough that there's a correlation, or maybe not a correlation, but it's similar.
You're one of
the things I'll take responsibility on, and I'm saying this right now, and I'm trying to be as fair as possible.
Fair.
Is not respecting your boundaries, is not respecting you as a person in the sense of your requests, and not respecting any authority that you clearly deserved based off of the fact of who you were as not only a minor, but as...
What authority? What do you mean authority?
We're circling back to authority. We're circling back to authority.
Why is it authority? Why is it authority? You said these things inappropriately around a minor. You don't need a Paul. What is all this other shit? Just say you were a child, and I'm sorry for making these comments towards you and around you and about you. That is all you have. There's no point in like, what does that mean? Means nothing.
As how do I say this? Not gendered, but in a sense of, because I don't want to no.
What?
What?
I don't want to assume anything of your current gender or whatever.
Oh my fucking Christ!
This is about Chuli's gender, you piece of shit.
I don't care.
With a minor. What is
I
this?
don't care if Chuuli is trans. I don't care how Chuuli identifies. That's not the being a minor is ubiquitous, not nebulous. It's ubiquitous. It doesn't matter if Chuuli is gay. It doesn't matter if Chuuli is a girl or a boy or an NB. It's the fact you did it to a child who at the time was fucking 14-ish years old when this event happened. It doesn't matter how the fuck they identify. It doesn't matter what fucking pronouns they use. But this is the thing. This is the thing. I see that this is like the you're so fucking woke brained that you fuck up. I've I've started making this joke, looking into some of the brony stuff and some of the other stuff that we've looked in and around the ACC, SCC, and like just like these communities at large, is they are so woke that they just turn around and make themselves the problem.
God.
Because they're so concerned with either offending people based on race, creed, pronouns, like whatever they identify as, that they do not deal with the problematic behaviors that people in their community exhibit. Listen, I'll be very real. If I hear someone being a fucking freak and somebody says to me, well, you're being misogynistic, I don't fucking care. Bitch, sit down then.
Sweaty.
Yes, sweaty. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Because at a certain point, if you're more concerned about maintaining pronouns, which listen, I do at every turn do my best with pronouns. Sometimes I get them wrong. Sometimes I flub. That happens. It happened with the birdie conversation.
I had a problem with the Naomi King because they were a femme presenting NB person, so sometimes you like fuck up.
Yeah, like you get so nice, you get tainted, and like both Chuuli and Horror said, they're so woke they fall back asleep. Makes no sense. Literally no sense.
Of your position of what you were assigned at birth, I am assuming.
Oh, I don't care. No. We gotta go.
The situation is we have lost touch to the point where we're clearly no longer talking. The thing that I will not... And what I'm basically saying is I take responsibility for my actions and my actions alone. And what others may have interpreted from that one is on them.
What the fuck?
I fucked up.
What do you mean by that?
If they inferred, oh, this is okay from me trying to be a jokey edgelord at the age of 27, which is something...
Greg?
Hi.
I need you to say the thing.
That's
don't
all,
forget
folks.
to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
No. He's it starts with an F, it ends in a Lee, and his age.
Oh, I don't know what game you're playing.
He is
I don't
making
know
the
that.
excuse that he is
20
freshly 27, and that's why he said these things. He was freshly 27. There's no fucking shot that he's saying I was freshly 27.
Look, I was a shithead growing up. By the age of 26, I'd figured out how to not unfuck my life, not fuck up my life. Like, Jesus Christ, buddy.
This is
You're
the
just
adult
like, man, I was at
minor.
27. I was still such a fuck up. I'm like, dude, you were an adult. You had a job. You had to pay taxes. You had to pay fucking rent. Shut the fuck up.
This is the adult minor. I swear to God, it is insane. This is the adult minor.
As cringeworthy as a statement as
Hey, Kyra's with the 2.
Thank you.
The wheel turns, but the hamster is dead.
Thank you. I'm really sorry for that
Poor
hamster. You should save that hamster from dying.
Jokey edgelord at the age of 27 is not solely on me. That is also on them, and I do not take responsibility
Whoa, what?
Jokey edge 27, which is something as... If they inferred, oh, this is okay from me trying to be a jokey edgelord at the age of 27, which is something as cringeworthy as a statement as a jokey edgelord at the age of 27, is not solely on me. That is...
Why did you repeat the same sentence twice, and why are you saying it's not just my fault, it's everybody else's fault I'm this way? What? What are you saying? Those are not words. That is not a cohesive sentence. There was a run-on sentence with a fucking... Oh my God. Okay. Chat, I'm losing my mind.
Question.
Yeah.
You know how Brian Mullen says you have to... abused children need to be killed as well? Did you think he pulled that fact out of his ass, like just being a part of like the ACC, SCC?
Well, Brian's not a part of the ACC, SCC. He is a league of his own.
Viewing it from the outside. Sorry.
No, he had those thoughts. From what I understand, he's had those thoughts for a long time.
Okay, I just had that like.
Hey, give it that! Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Hope your stream was good, man.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
I don't know who that is, and I will definitely check you out later.
Thank you so much. I know Ant. Pretty cool. Thank you so much, dude. Hello, Raiders. It's like I don't understand where the fuck he's getting this from, but I'm losing my fucking mind.
Is also on them, and I do not take responsibility for something of what they would do in that entire ethos.
I should clarify, I don't think there were instances where other people who were around and who saw your behavior looked at it and thought that it was okay. I think that those specific people were probably already going to do it. However, I would like to point out that...
God damn it. Kairos with the 2.
No.
If it actually works, because for some reason it just didn't work. Kairos with the 2. Why does Brian have better logic than Kayden? I don't know. Thank you. I don't know why OBS just did the thing.
No, the thing is, like, I think when your mic unplugged, it kind of fucked it up. Cause it, like,
no. OBS is usually fine. It's OBS.
Okay.
Who cares?
All right, my bad.
No. It's not your fault. OBS just be like that sometimes.
Someone is going to go after a vulnerable party, and they already see instances where someone is violating a person's boundaries, and it's not really being, like, those boundaries are not really being respected. That does sort of indicate to them, oh, this is a potential target. So that may not have been the case with people like Raz or Carmen or Digby, but V Omega was in our circle for a while. Faye Ghost was in our circle for a while, both of whom victimized Chuuli. And if they got it in their head that Chuuli was a potential target because they did see Chuli's boundaries being violated, and it...
Oh, see, there it goes.
Why does Brian have a better logic core than Kayden?
I don't know.
Thank you,
Kairos. Yeah, I think, well, because, Stream Elements updated today, so I think it's, like, being stupid.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it happens. I don't know. And Garbo, to answer your question, this, and I know some of you guys here are from the ACC, SCC. This is not a condemnation on you, but your community. It is the allowance of minors into the server allows the minors to feel more comfortable about making those types of jokes because they're around adults and they want to feel cool. And then the adults in the room will also feel more comfortable about saying those jokes around minors. And that's just the jokes and not the fucking grooming and the pedophilia in their DMs. And it's been it's why I constantly say there should not, when you have an adult community, minors should not be in private spaces. I can't control, again, I always say this, I cannot control if you are under the age of 18 and watching this channel. Like, you lie. People lie on the internet. Fucking shocker.
No, people would die on the internet.
But this is an 18 plus stream, and more importantly, so is my Discord. And I will investigate it. And if your vibes are fucked, you're out. I don't give a fuck.
You know, sort of played off in a joking manner, that would be an issue. They would still be responsible for their own actions in choosing to victimize someone, but you can't really downplay that, like, your behavior would have indicated Chuuli as a potential target.
I'm accepting that part.
Okay.
Everything else outside of that,
excluding
the stuff that I am taking responsibility for, like, I accept.
Why are we on this, like, 10-minute tangent on shit you didn't do? Why?
Because he's trying to distract. He's trying to, like, weasel his way out of it by just going like, well, that's what they did. I didn't do that. It's just like, he's trying to, like, push, like, he's trying to divert the questioning to, like, other people's crimes and not his own.
And what's interesting, and this is the fun fact, and if I remember correctly, and Lio and Chuuli can correct me, in the call Lio premiered, that was after this one, correct? That's after this call, right?
I believe...
Well, because this call is May 28th, 2024, so I'm assuming.
I believe
well, because
so,
it's very important.
The Nezzy Monster stuff.
Yes,
recent.
Because in the call with everybody and Lio, he denied knowing about the fucking clip. Remember, he denies knowing about the fucking clip's existence. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for subscribing.
Thank you.
Thank
Even
you.
though like Ponder showed it.
Well, they had to
no,
re-show
Ponder came
it.
into that call and dropped it, correct?
Yeah, yeah, they had to re-show it.
Okay, because I fucking we didn't watch that part of it, but I know it was mentioned. Hi, Goat Cato.
Hey, Goat, what's up? Oh, you fucking yai. You know where we are? One away from 1.1. Very interesting.
Who wants to
Big.
be the 1100th
Who wants to be the 1.1?
That I made that environment inadvertently, and I am responsible for making that environment, and I am in the wrong for making that environment.
Oh my God, Poppy Diesel, thank you. Oh my, hello,
Diesel.
little guys.
Thank you.
Hi, Diesel.
Hope you had a good stream.
Hope you had a good stream, Diesel. I hope you hated all of that call as much as I did. That
Did you guys
video
finish it?
fucking sucks. Hello, everybody. Did you guys finish it? We suffered through. Yeah, it's
you.
that was a rough one.
Thank you.
Having to
Yeah.
fact check that entire video makes me want to jump, but that's a different story. We still don't know what Saberspark did. No, Diesel loved it. He said it was based in cool. Diesel, address the allegations that you think. Diesel, Diesel, I need you to address the allegations of you love Kim Possible a lot, as well as
A lot.
Courtney.
What?
Courtney. Oh, right.
Courtney is in the video.
Oh, right.
I need you to
Oh,
address
how do you
the
feel about the
allegations.
consent talk?
Oh, the consent talk is devilish.
Environment. But I am not going to take responsibility.
He quit in the middle of the Lily Orchard segment. You mean,
He
yeah,
was
well, yeah,
right
the
to.
Lily Orchard one is terrible. He's right to do that.
I memory hold that whole section.
I'm more confused than before we watched it, TBH.
Hey, did you guys
Thank you.
love when Courtney gave an excuse for rape? I surely fucking didn't. Isn't that the best part?
Do you want to explain what we were talking about to Raiders?
Raiders, if you're just coming in right now, if you remember, Chuuli, creator from the ACC, SCC, recently put out a video on Nezzy Monster and all the other people that have clearly wronged her in the ACC. We suggest you go check it out. We are currently watching a call that preceded all of the videos in relation to that when Chuuli made them, because there's 2 of them on her channel, confronting Kayden, a crazy man. Hey, Mally, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see ya.
I say less crazy, more like he's a giant piece of shit who
He is
doesn't
a
want to
giant
take
piece of shit.
accountability for his actions.
He's a
He's
giant
like,
piece of shit.
I'm sorry, I can't take account for my actions. I have disabilities.
Yeah, he used the autism excuse for... This motherfucker actually said he used the autism excuse for being inappropriate around children, and I want to lose my mind. We are all in pain.
Responsibility of Phagos being a scumbag fucking piece of shit.
That's fine.
Is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
We're
who the
not-
fuck
we're not
cares?
asking you to.
I don't...
Yeah.
Fuck Phagos. What about you?
I never.
No,
I-
I'm saying I'm shaking right now because it's a lot.
It's okay.
A lot to take in, because like you're not used to hearing how bad you fuck up until it's too late, and then whenever it's too late,
Oh
it's,
my god.
to be fair,
Here's the world's
usually
smallest violin.
would be a lot louder than what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
I understand that,
What?
but that is not what happened here.
What?
You were told that you were fucking up in the moment.
Yeah! You stupid fuck, they told you to stop and you kept going. You knew it was wrong. The problem is you were told it was wrong. The issue is you didn't know, you didn't feel it was wrong. Those are 2 different things. You didn't feel shame or guilt during the moment. You're feeling it now because the public isn't on your side. That's the problem. That's the entire issue. At the Outlaw, Kayden, anyone who uses autism as an excuse for why they talk inappropriate to children ends up making neurodivergent people look terrible. It's also may perpetuate ableism. Yeah, I know. Ula, you're fine for lurking. Thank you, lurkers. Remember to like and subscribe and do the fucking thing, I guess. Ah!
Lurker's the unsung heroes of every YouTube channel.
I think
Really?
he more means that, like,
You don't realize that until it's too late.
yeah, he
And
doesn't
I'm
he didn't
realizing
understand the full context of, like,
Which
how
is...
that...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, okay.
What-
I think it's more a matter of, like, he didn't understand the full context of how that comes together, like,
What?
when all the pieces are put together, rather...
Hey, holy shit! Thank you
Whoa,
for the
whoa, whoa,
three
whoa.
people.
Thank you,
Lonely.
thank you.
Okay, so it's gonna be Lonely Neko. Put us over the edge. We are now 1 point. What? We're now 1.102.
Just
Hooray!
1100.
We're at 1100.
Thank you, Pikachu Ben. That's a pretty
Thank you,
cool
thank
name.
you.
Pikachu
And
Ben
then
and Voidling. I've
Voidling,
seen
that's also a
Pikachu
really
Ben
cool
in the
name.
chat before. But thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank you all.
than individual instances where it's just like, oh, you
Remember to
were
like the
being
video, we
inappropriate.
try.
Oh, you need to stop.
I understand that. I don't even think this is necessarily what you were saying, B, but I understand that, like,
You know what? Okay, this is a side note. Not to detract anything, but Greg, do you know that we've made you know that we've made 1.1k subs in... Okay, so we started actually really streaming in like August, September time.
July? August. Okay.
Well, July we jokingly streamed. We never
Okay.
promoted it. So if we consider August-ish,
August. I'll
when we
submit to
started,
August. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I started watching
then
it.
it's August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. In 10 months, we have gained that many subs. Very cool. Very
That's
positive.
pretty
All
good.
it, all it took
Very-
you is like
100 a
yelling
month.
at 2 pedophiles.
Yeah. Delete everything else.
I hate you.
I mean, the other one is you can't see the other one on this channel, but you know,
It's somewhere.
it's funny.
Ah, God.
context puts things into perspective.
Mhm.
Because what I originally was saying was that I didn't have those boundaries because I was groomed by a environment full of adult men who...
You are also a child. Children understand boundaries. Don't get me wrong, but it's not appropriate for you to set the boundary. It's the adult's responsibility to set the boundary. Like, yeah, you were 14 when this happened. You don't set the fucking boundary. The 27-year-old does. Fucking Christ, I want to... Okay? The fact that Chuuli, and this is to Chuli's own credit, is more mature in this situation now and at that time than this motherfucker ever has been is actually insane.
taught me that I was supposed to entertain their sexuality until I was like halfway done with 16, in which case I finally started saying stop. And I
She was still a minor. She was still a kid. And only the child
It's okay.
could...
Mommy.
Okay?
My cat's eating at me because she knows how sad this is.
Okay? Okay. Oh, sorry, Leia. I didn't mean to click. I didn't mean to activate you. I'm so sorry. I activated her chat.
I wasn't listened to.
Hey, Rainby! Thank you so much for subscribing.
Thank you.
By any men. You are not the sole man who did that. Every
I'm not
single
saying
man I asked to stop took it further when I said stop. Stop meant keep going.
I hate this. I hate this.
Including with you. That is what it meant to you. But at the same time, without the added context of what everyone else was doing to me, what you did on its own in a vacuum was still horrible.
Yeah. Also, Lio hair. I didn't need to know what his hair looked like. This is a joke. I need comedy here right now. Comedy needs to be in the room. Greg?
I'm here. I don't like the music backtrack on these serious calls. It throws me off.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I
my
understand
cat
why.
just like laid on me and her butt was on my computer just making my mute button bounce.
It's okay. It's just fluffy hair. It's gonna be okay. Oh, God. I hate it here. Again, hey, Kayden, if you ever want to just pop in and duke it out right now, I'd love it.
And I'm gonna hold on 1 second.
How about like something somber?
Big point is that this isn't just a minor fuck up, you know? This is
No, you fucked up with a minor.
something that happened to me when I was a 16-year-old and 15-year-old and has stuck with me to where I am now halfway through 22, and I am now only recently finding evidence of why I felt so terrible in
Fucking
regards
Christ.
to a lot of the community and why I've had such a disdain in my memories with you.
That's fair. I won't go into detail, and I'm not going to make this a pity party, but I will say in a simple statement, I understand the exact feeling of having traumatizing experiences washed into your brain and being regurgitated.
What was your trauma, Kayden? Were you groomed? Point on the doll where the priest touched you. I'd love to know how you can fucking identify with a child who you said sexual things to. And you sent sexually charged conversations towards. You don't send a fucking infographic about BDSM versus rape to a 14-year-old. Shit. Like, how hard is that? How hard is it to admit that that's what you did? Why do you need to? Oh, I understand. You don't need to sympathize. Empathize with the person and move the fuck on.
In your 20s. So I can't fault you for feeling this in anything of that matter. And I am not going to excuse, well,
No, you did. You said you had autism and it's why you did it. Stop fucking around. Stop beating around the bush.
He's trying to like divert, but he doesn't realize that he already fucked up.
Like, stop beating around the bush, you stupid fuck. Like, it ain't gonna work with real people. I'll tell you that for fucking real.
That's what keeps happening in all these dramas is people keep acting a certain way because this is how their communities act. But when an outsider looks in, we're always pointing and saying that's not how that is. That's not how that goes.
That was something with the KP video and like other things that we've covered over a period of time. I noticed that, like, especially like us, and it might just be because of like who we are connected to through friends, through YouTube associates, like things like that. But
Mutuals.
like we have just a higher standard of stop fucking around like this.
Yeah.
Stop thinking it's okay to fuck around like this. And I'm always like caught off guard how like communities respond or specific people respond, where it's not shocking because people just keep doing this and keep acting this way. And I get really annoyed at it. Like, it's not like a moral grandstanding thing. It's just something I keep running into over and fucking over. And it is like weird.
I wonder if it has to do with like our age as well, and just like possibly like how we viewed the internet differently and like how we chose to like make our place on the internet. Like, I didn't fucking hang around like underage children when I was on the internet. I just like would pop into places that usually were like within my wheelhouse of things I'm interested in.
I mean, I've openly said that like I didn't make a Twitter account until I was well into my adulthood, and I didn't even use it.
I didn't really interact with the internet like until I was like 18 plus.
Yeah.
I just mostly used it to like fucking watch YouTube videos, like look up guides on video games, and maybe make AMVs, and that's about it.
Your AMVs are good.
Shut up.
I've seen your AMVs.
I know, I sent you them.
I know.
I don't
it was
like
one of the first. It was like one of our first conversations.
I don't like
Oh
the
my God.
age aspect to it because then it just everyone's going to be young at a certain point in time. That doesn't,
Yeah,
you know,
I
exclude
know.
them
Well,
from.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't exclude, but I think
Don't. Sorry, my cat was trying to knock my Gundam off my desk.
no, it doesn't excuse it. I think that, but that's like there's like a certain level of like when it reaches our sector of the drama sphere, we don't like having kids here at all. Like, hey, fun fact, I know Aiden was a child when he got into commentary. I don't really love that fact. It's not what I really enjoy. And he spent, I guess, some time off the internet and like then went to college for a little bit. Don't love it still. You know, I don't like having minors
I
hanging
don't
around
want to
here.
say like I don't want to like say like oh no children on like YouTube or anything because I feel like you're like robbing someone of like their artistic expression, but like
Nah, no kids on the internet. Fuck it. I'll say it. I don't want to see you there. Go on, Ash. I'm sorry.
no, I'm just saying because like there's like some kids who feel like alienated and they want to reach out online because it's like I know I got bullied growing up, and if I had like the like people actually on the internet to chat to, I probably would have been a lot better. But like that's just unfortunate of my time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are drawbacks. I know people that the internet was a safe haven for them, even as kids, and it allowed them to like get through their shit. But again, I don't think commentary is the space for them. I also think that like,
I don't think content creation is the space.
yes, I was just
for
about
you.
to say,
If
I
you
don't
need,
think content creation is the space.
if you need or content creators in the space, if you need a safe space, you need to find that where it's not,
Yeah.
where numbers aren't the objective, where views aren't the objective, you know?
There was a video in my recommended that I haven't gotten a chance to look through, but it was like the death of kids' spaces on the internet.
I did see that. I did see that too. I haven't watched it, but I know exactly what
I
you're
have
talking about.
allegedly heard like there's like mixed reactions to it, but I'm at least fascinated in the concept of like what does that mean?
There's also an issue like I'm an architect by trade. In school there was a big issue like we had to deal with and talk about was like the disappearance of third spaces in public.
Yeah.
And like how do you create those so like people can have like places to hang out, intermingle, be with each other. And it's still like they're progressively disappearing more and more, and it's just the thing we are like trying to battle against. And
Digital
like the
spaces are now like the third places.
that's
Yeah.
like a big fucking issue.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like agree.
There's no excuses here. I want to make this absolutely clear on my end. All I'm giving is explanations. Zero
Your explanation sounded a lot like excuses.
Yeah.
excuses.
Okay. Tell me this. Do you understand that you weren't just being a jokester edgelord at the age of 27, 28? You understand that that's not what happened? Because if that happened, this would be a different story. But do you understand that?
Understanding it now or understanding it then?
No.
No.
I understand now.
I'm sorry. I give some grace. Saint T told me this today. I'm not leaking our DMs, but Saint T's like, one day I'm gonna make you say something nice about Ethan, H3, and I'm like,
Who?
H3.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
But it's something that I always like get annoyed about with Ian. It's he achieved empathy at 31. People grow and people change. I'm willing to accept that. It's just, it gets funnier every time I hear I gained empathy and understanding at X age of like 30 plus. I just get annoyed. Ian was 32. Yes, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
I'm going to
It's just
split
like one of
hairs
those
at 31
things.
or 32. I don't care.
Yeah, like it doesn't really matter. It's just like
I'll admit I had some empathy understanding issues until like I was in my early 20s, just because like
you learn. You just learn.
just like yeah, I didn't have a lot of friends, and it's just like when you actually get like friends who are different than you, or who have different experiences, like different views, it like helps you grow as a fucking person. And you're not just trapped in your own head, like spinning your own thoughts.
Yeah.
I was being an irresponsible adult. I was being a immature. I wouldn't say deceptive.
So I will agree with that. I don't think you were deceptive. I think you were immature and destructive.
Yeah, this feels like the only honest thing he said so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why it's ringing in my head. It's just, I understand it now.
Now that you're gonna call him being accused, and you know what I mean? Like now that somebody's confronting you.
Like, okay, so it's one thing. Again, I don't want to go back to the KP stuff, but we listened to the full call that KP had with Chris, right?
Yeah.
Chris legitimately said, I haven't talked to you in X amount of years, and we are not in the same spaces anymore. I didn't know if it ever got to you, or if I ever thought about it, how do I even apologize to you? That was like one of his things, but he profusely recognized the problem with never apologizing. You guys were all in the same fucking space. You share giant Discord servers. He could have just gone to you and said anything. Granted, he probably just never thought about it again. That's part of also the problem. He was embarrassed and probably never thought about it. But like, yes, may God have mercy on your soul, pie. You fuck. But like, yeah, just have empathy or grow. It's not that hard. It really isn't that hard. I swear to God, it's not that hard.
Okay.
That is what I'm trying to say. I understand it now. I understand also you deserve more than an apology. I understand that saying I'm sorry is not enough.
Are you?
And I understand.
Are you around anyone who's a minor?
No, I have made it an absolute mission in my life to stay away from minors. Until I am a parent in an appropriate situation.
Why is it now?
That's a very interesting detail to reveal about yourself.
Why is it now?
Now that you're being confronted with...
Why is it now? Okay. I'm going to speed this up slightly. Only because you guys talk fine. He talks too slow.
It's because he's trying to say the correct thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's picking and choosing his words, which is fine. I think you can do that, but it is counterintuitive to me wanting to consume this in as quick a time as possible, too.
Yeah.
And at that point, it would be these entire phrases would be completely removed from my vernacular.
Okay.
But I have made it a goal to try to stay around adults.
Every time he says it gets worse. And, like, stop. What do you mean? I've made it a goal to stay around people my age.
You mean the norm?
What does this mean? Chuuli, what the fuck is he saying? Fucking Christ.
His mission, if he so chooses to accept it.
Burn after reading. Jesus Christ. Part of the reason I started reading fanfic was because I was losing my mind over not being able to help people Bloodborne enough. Including the evil larva alien Majunga. What?
Did you help Gascoigne?
Oh fuck. He's the 007 of grooming is no.
That's space, Majunga.
No.
That's space.
And if I'm ever around minors, my mouth is completely zipped. I am observing and staying the fuck away.
Why are you around minors?
Why are you still in the call?
Why are you still in the call? Why are you staring at the minors? What the fuck does that mean? Hey, Aunt, what the fuck does that mean? Why are you around minors? Izaki Kentai with the 2.
I can quit talking to kids whenever I want.
Thank you.
Fuck!
I just don't want to right now.
Yeah, why are you staring at the minors? Why, chat? Why is he staring at them?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel comfortable around interacting with minors in an online space.
Yeah.
I've learned that from the 2010s.
What? When did this event have happened in the 2010s?
What? This was before the 2010s. This is after the 2010s. Like, what?
Motherfucker, what? This was... No, motherfucker, what? This happened in 2019! What are you thinking? The last year that were you fucking slid in at the finish line?
In real time?
Like, fucking slid in at the finish line, be like, safe, I'm still on the 2010s! What the fuck? There's no way. There's no way he said
psychotic.
That.
What the?
What do you mean? What
I forgot what year this was.
What did you do?
Felt like this was
what did you
closer.
do in the 2010s? I also want to remind you something very interesting. In the 2010s, this guy was still over 18.
Oh my god.
If he was 27 in 2019, he still would have been, what, 17? Oh, the last year. That means for the majority of his 2010s, he was over 18. What does that mean? It's not like you turn... No, he's not a sociopath. He's not smart enough for it. He's a fucking moron. He turned 18 in 2009.
Oh, he's older than me. Jeez.
All of the 2010s, he was an adult. Nice. Nice! Ah. Fuck, Cam.
CL at block. As an autist, I don't claim him. Brick emoji, brick emoji,
I hate
brick
you.
emoji, brick
I
emoji,
hate you.
brick emoji.
This guy's in his
brick
30s.
Emoji.
He was 27 when this happened, but he's in his 30s.
He would have been 32, 33 at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
And I have made it an effort to, going back to the situation I was saying in January, where even whenever I was invited to a space like that,
What happened in January?
What's the situation?
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck happened in January of that year?
What?
He has a situation in January? What the fuck?
What happened in January? What the fuck do you mean? Is this the Cloak and Dagger shit I keep hearing about?
What's
The TV show? The Marvel TV show?
The Marvel characters? We're gonna play Marvel Rivals?
I mean, I want to, yeah.
I need to re-download it. I had to fucking download it.
Yeah, what the
Infinite
fuck
Wiki again.
What the fuck happened in January? The fuck? I'll let it
my
play.
experiences only tried to stay around adults my age or in their 20s. I.e.,
No, Cloak and Dagger was summer of 2022. Okay. The January was at the beginning. He was gonna. Oh, that's right. Wait.
Read it.
Wait. January
Can you
was
read
the
that?
thing with the VTuber person going to ruin his life in the beginning. I think Whitey had to be around minors over that. Yeah, why were you around minors over that then?
What? Was that in the other call?
No, that was this call.
No, this
remember
is
he
this call.
remember he said the
Very
30K
beginning.
Twitch channel that was trying to end his life or something?
And that was a VTuber?
Yes, allegedly some
Okay.
VTuber drama. But wait, why were you in a server around minors then? That doesn't even
Wow.
make any sense.
It might have been a VTuber server.
That makes even less sense.
No.
I don't know which VTuber was never said.
They're like 22, 23.
Okay.
It's like, okay, cool, don't care.
I'm thinking of how to transition into this next part. So, I don't know how much you've been keeping on what's been going on with like the SEC or whatever.
I've stayed mostly out of it.
The FCK.
I do know about that, though.
Okay. You know some of the adults that were in there.
Yes. I know everything post everything that happened in April. Beforehand, literally didn't even know.
Chat, maybe one day we'll do an FCK. Would you guys like an FCK retrospective?
Would that require watching the Akumu thing on stream?
We would find it. Maybe. Would you guys like
The 9-hour one?
if we did multiple streams? Well, we did do a 9-hour stream. But would you guys like an FCK retrospective? It would be in multiple parts, though. We'd be covering the whole FCK epic. If you want that,
70
we'll
hours.
do it.
Oh,
I
that
guess
was
I
a
have to
thing.
change my 100
Okay.
sub
You
goal.
saw what
I
happened
was
to the
gonna
adults that were
react
in
to the
there, right?
9-hour
How-
video and
how
do
they-
some
how they
animation.
were.
Oh, maybe.
There.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Then we gotta get you to 100K. That's what we just. I mean,
No,
100.
100 is 100.
That's what we gotta get you to 100. Listen, the next goal is 5K. If we hit 5K, we'll get there. You'll
Tra-
get it. You'll get another thing if we hit 5K on this channel.
Transgressions were handled.
For the
Oh, is that
most
the
part.
thing you haven't told us?
Okay.
Yes, the thing
Just
I haven't
for
told you guys
total
yet.
crystal clear
Yeah.
clarification, Junkie was pulled onto a stream, eviscerated, and deleted his platforms. Susie just recently left the stream, or her platforms, because of what she allowed
Okay.
and how she talked about it.
Okay.
I can't remember any other ones. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I think ZZ and Toasty are mostly just ignoring what happened, and Fuchsia I think took a hiatus. But I didn't want you to get pulled into a public space and
So many
yelled
fucking
at
names.
and like
Yeah, I
just
don't
destroyed
believe that
publicly.
too.
But I do think
Other than Smash Bandicoot and Spocter, 2023 was the Pedo Hunter Civil War.
What?
Abyssal?
I don't know. That's an interesting.
I will call
story.
it that. When we react to the FCK, it will be Pedo Hunter Civil War. Then it will be I'm gonna make it like Marvel movie shit. Marvel movie level names.
Then Endgame?
Then Endgame. Pedo War is Endgame. No. Oh, fuck me.
that just as what happened in that server,
Oh, is the Senate versus Fox Mafia. Okay.
I feel like people deserve to know what happened.
Yes, Thunderbolt. Well, I've heard Thunderbolts is good. I have no plans on
watched it yet.
seeing it. Oh, did you like
did.
it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I've heard it's good. I know they changed the name, so it's going to be spoiled. Unfortunately, if you go see it in theaters, it has its new name now. That's not a spoiler. They actually changed the name.
Play the video.
I'm just telling you.
In
look
what
it up.
way?
I know
I feel
what
like
I know.
people in your immediate circle should know of the things that you did to a 15-year-old, to a 16-year-old, while you were 27, 28. You weren't a young adult. You weren't a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old. You were almost 30.
Yep.
But I'm autistic.
Listen, the only person who can do pregnant pauses well is Diesel.
Okay.
Yeah, his pause is
And
very pregnant.
honestly, I have not even decided what I want to do with this information, because in my script for the video that I'm working on, I do talk about how I was sexually demeaned and exploited by adult men in this space. For context, as why Fagos hurt me so bad.
Oh, he knew the video was happening. Oh, so he knew. Why does he act like he didn't know that he would probably be in the video? And it's a small part of the video just naming the number of people that like kind of wronged her. What? What? And his part of the video is so fucking minuscule. And it's just talking about people who were inappropriate around her. Or inappropriate around you because you're in the fucking chat, Julie. Inappropriate around you. It wasn't, what the fuck?
Because he's a lying liar that lies. It's just...
Wait,
sorry. Vagos pronouns are...
Fuck them. It's fuck them. That's their pronouns. I don't give a fuck about the pronouns. I
had a brain fart.
I really don't care about Vagos' pronouns because that's not who I care about. Kayden knew about the video. It's annoying. I don't care. It's, yes, Vagos' pronouns are fuck them. Listen, you got me real fucking spicy. I've been doing way too much research behind the scenes, and I've been getting really fucking annoyed. I've been working real hard.
That would upset Cloudy.
I don't ever lose my soy. I'm very calm. A lot of my anger is performative because I love it here. But yes,
okay.
I hate these people. I hate these people. Yeah, Faghost. That's what we said.
No,
Not
somebody
Fago.
said fake. Yeah, somebody saying Fago.
Yeah.
But if you have Slack accents like I do, you just don't pronounce the end of consonants, the end consonants of words sometimes.
That Beckett stream made you lose your soy. Which one?
The one that doesn't exist
The
anymore.
one that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which one?
No, which one? What are you talking
The
about?
one where you,
At that time,
you guys
all I
made
thought I had when I
these
was-
bisexual for a while.
What are you talking about? No,
Nothing,
what are you
nothing.
talking about? It doesn't exist. What are you
Hey.
talking about?
Hey, Sprinter's been a while. Good to see you.
Was me mentioning that I knew your sexual preferences as a 15-year-old,
Why did you know that? Why isn't he addressing that yet?
and I didn't think that was enough. I didn't know what to do with that because that would have been hard for me to come forward about that because
Is he gonna answer for that?
other people, Digby, Raz, the Omega, they're already gone. They're already hated, and I have evidence for what they did to me.
I'm
So
not
that's
denying that.
that's not going to be like a big shock reveal. People still like you, and you have your little platform, and I thought I didn't have enough evidence of what happened, but it turns out that I had, I think, almost even more than I did with the other people. And there was a lot more that happened between us than what happened between those other people, minus Vagos and the Omega. And I was going to talk about them. And I was going to leave your name silent because I didn't think I had enough, and I didn't want to cause drama with just that one little crumb that I had. I still don't know what to do now that I have way more. And
Sorry, if I could step in.
Yeah.
Chuuli and I assume with Clown as well, have discussed
Oh,
this.
yes.
And one of the big concerns that Chuuli has is that even if she did decide to come forward with what she experienced, she would receive backlash for that. And technically speaking,
I
don't think Chuuli should be allowed to feel any backlash from this.
Well, the problem is that is how the community would treat Chuuli before Chuuli was able to present all the evidence. That's the problem.
Okay.
Is that people treated Chuuli poorly, thus becomes a problem. Chuuli, if you want to DM me those things you want to say, JK, suck you. Saving things for Lio and not for me. I see how it is.
we do have a
Well,
precedent
you haven't
for that happening.
given Chuuli your fucking Discord. They're supposed to like read your mind. Well.
Add me. Add me. I'm on stream. What?
What? Will you?
Streamer do work.
They're watching.
Streamer do
adjust.
work. Streamer do work.
Hey, they are guests in your house. You need to accommodate them.
I know. I'm only making fun.
They've graciously
Guys, we
came
don't have
here
the
to answer questions.
the Discord thing. I hate the Discord thing.
We just make our mods do it.
Yeah, and if they're not here, I do it myself.
But I forget how to like save that link.
Sorry. You can find me at Falgy. What is it again?
.exe.
Falgy.exe. You could find me there.
FALGI.
FALGI.exe.
Happening because That is exactly what happened with the Fago situation. That is exactly what we expected to happen with the Fago situation. Was, someone who had been hurt and was coming forward about how they were hurt was then vilified by the community to a disappointing degree.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that we discussed is that we don't think that you were being malicious, which is very different to people like the Omega, who had like a pattern of grooming people specifically in Chuli's camp, and then Fagos, who was just like malicious behind the scenes for years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because
I
fuck
was
Fagos.
there for some of that.
So one of the things that we discussed, because Chuuli had expressed to me that there was this worry that you were in circles where like this kind of stuff might still be happening, and because she's not like communicating with you, there's no real way for her to be assured of that. Is we were hoping that you would talk about it, just as a matter of just acknowledging that it has.
No, he wouldn't.
He was given the opportunity to get ahead of the story, and he chose not to. I want to make that very clear. What is being said? He is being given the opportunity, granted a little bit of gunpoint, don't get me wrong, but he's given the opportunity to get ahead of the story and then acts like, oh my God, I can't believe they did this to me. Insane, by the way. Fucking insane. You know, Just the Robot still hasn't answered my friend request. So sad.
I mean, you're not a 100 sub YouTuber. He can't be bro
he's
you
afraid
anymore.
of me.
Or a woman.
Or a woman, even.
I mean, you can send a photo of you in like a maid outfit. Maybe that will change his mind.
No, I don't care. It's less fun. It's like, yeah, I know. I wonder why. I know. I scared the shit out of him. I get it. I get it.
No, it's because you're friends with like Becca and Diesel, and he's like, oh no.
Oh, I know the real reason why he'll never. I know the real reason why he never does it. Val, did you do the Discord thing? Name posts it every time. No.
No, that's what name's here for.
That's what name's here for. And yeah.
Has
Our fake
happened,
adopted son.
and that, you've mentioned that you've made efforts to make sure that stuff like that is not going to happen again. You acknowledge that it was wrong.
No, real talk. I'll say this. The reason we don't do it is if we are covering a topic specifically. I think Jarf just finally picked up the fact that everyone is going to dog on him. Yeah, he thinks he's using it to his advantage. It's weird. Also, the reason we don't put the Discord thing is that there's going to be a time where we cover a subject that people don't like. And like their fans will raid. It's happened before. I've seen it. So I just selective with the Discord.
You acknowledge that you need to apologize for it, and that you were completely in the wrong, and that it was not okay to do. I think it would make Chuuli feel better if there was some sort of open acknowledgement of it, because it would be indicative, like, of a level of growth and of like, I guess accountability would be the proper term here.
If I do this, I want to make sure it's...
Ula, what the fuck did you just send me? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Ula, what the fuck did you just send me? What is this? What is this?
Where were we looking?
I
Oh,
was
this is-
told to check the server.
check.
I almost forgot about these comments. Where is this on this video?
Yeah, of course.
Not the account of what happened, but the account
Those
of
are
how
comments
I
I
viewed it
mentioned much earlier in
at
the
the time.
stream. Okay.
and
What was the
account that I
context?
was
We
I don't
forgot.
know the context.
wrong in anything
Hey,
about me.
Chalko,
I'll
how you
record
doing?
whatever needs to be recorded.
Oh, but
I-
that wasn't even what. Truly, would you want Kayden to record a thing for the? That wasn't even what I was talking about. Would you
Just
want him to
acknowledging
record
it
a
in
thing for the
social
video?
media.
He offered to record. Oh my God! I want this man to literally crash out. I want him to get in his car and find a place to crash out. Invoke your Persona 3. What do you offered? You're the one that offered to make a video apologizing, and you didn't do it. For whatever reason. Ula, I'll get to those at the end of the stream. This is insane.
Okay, well,
if
yeah,
I'm
that's
good,
different.
if I'm going to be completely honest, the only thing I can do is acknowledge, if brought up, acknowledge it in the comment section if recording is too much, and I understand recording would be too much, but the major thing is I have, again, my word against what you see or what you've experienced. Not only have I grown, but I was not a part of the FCK.
If you have grown, you would have made the video you said you were going to make. You offered a form of restitution, and you did not follow up with it. That is on you for doing that. And you should have done it. You can't say I've changed and then renege on the thing that you said that you were going to do. That's not how that works. You shouldn't have fucking offered it then if you weren't going to do it.
B, not a part of the SEC, and C, when I was part of Lio's fucking shitty ass server, I was in there and out like that because I was in there for what happened in January and January alone. I want nothing to do with this shit. I'm shaking just thinking that I'm even a part of this shit.
I'm shaking, Christ. Hope you fucking shake with a fucking toaster in the bath.
Dang, okay.
You know, I've always found
so
that...
So can you have toaster strudel?
You know, I've always found that, as a side note, what an interesting way to, like, describe fucking game ending yourself in movies. Because I don't know how well that actually works.
Well, it depends on if it trips the GFI in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
You know, but it's like fucking weird. Like, some places don't have fucking GFI in the bathroom. It's psychotic.
It depends on the state, depends on county.
I know, it's like, it's fucking unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, there's like some, like... Okay, sorry. I'll leave
It's an architecture thing, and you piqued Ash's brain.
Ah, there we go. Now I understand.
Like, I can't stress to you enough, if I need to do something to clear up this situation and take acknowledgement, I'll do it. It's just understand, it needs to be in my words, or
of course it would be.
Yeah, that's all.
Can I ask a quick question, since B brought up the aftermath of the Fago stuff that Chuuli had faced? If I heard this correctly, you blocked Chuuli recently because of aggressions that she was having on Twitter. Did I hear that correctly?
So, I was going with the logic of why I was blocked in 2019. In the whole entire sense of what I thought was being conveyed, it was wrong. What I'm finding out today, I was just wrong. I thought it was being aggressive, being toxic around me, and like vague things like...
Wait, so you think she blocked you because she couldn't stand your ass and was harassing you?
Dude.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
He's such a self-important asshole.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. And then
he's trying. It makes no sense because he's trying to backpedal to like what will look best for him. I'm sorry, it's just what it looks like to me. He still has like I assume a sizable platform, and he's like calculating like, oh shit, this is gonna fuck me, so I need to like damage control as much as possible and try to like swing this as much as I can.
I think you can just also admit you had a poor opinion of her because of everything that's gone on. You could admit to that. But like that's the thing. It's like, just admit that you had a poor opinion of Chuuli because you judged her based on like the old shit that you guys were wrong about, because again, you villainized a literal child. I need to make this very clear. Chuuli was villainized as a child.
Like that. I did not know this is what it was. Well, and I thought it was just general aggression, general toxicity, and I viewed what happened in April as general aggression, general toxicity.
So,
not.
Do you know what she said to me?
I know what she said, and she's in the wrong.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
I viewed that entire situation of I'm not a part of it. I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm not a part of it.
I should clarify that we are aware. I think certain people forgot that I was in a certain server at the time, and I could see what was being said. We are aware that you were one of the 2 people who defended Chuuli at the time.
I want to make this clear, though. about that specifically alone. A, no one forgot that you were in the server.
That's probably not true, but okay.
Oh, so people just openly said that, knowing that I could see it.
They're discussing hidden server. Yeah, you know, I'm really curious. I know you said before Hitten said that they didn't want anything to do with it. I'm really curious what Hitten's whole reaction to all of this has been. Very interesting.
Another victim to the minor-inflicted PTSD.
Yes, KP and Kayden living in a tree. Inflicted with minor PTSD. Bad, very bad. Chuuli, let me know. I want to know.
Yes.
That's
I
need the tea. I'm a little tea goblin.
way more disgusting. Thank you. I love that.
Amazing.
Well, the only people that knew.
Hey, Hizaki Kentai! Thank you!
Anyway, we need a break. Let's feed that Papa Plaza.
It's time, Plaza. It's time to feed the puppers. It's time to give her treats. It's time to feed that dog now. In the Uplock stream tonight. She's right behind me, chat. You know what time it is. It's time to feed that dog. Come on, girl. Good girl. Chat is very proud of you. Who's a good girl? Chat loves you. Chat loves you. Yes, chat. That is my dog, Leia. Extra singy today. I thought I'd do something nice with it.
No,
that's every day for Falcon.
I feel like you've toned it down lately.
Turn around. Every
said
now
toned
and
it down.
then I get a little.
I didn't even hear what I said.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Oh my god, name, I hate you.
I'm being silenced.
And I need you more
Stop
than
it.
ever.
Stop it.
Stop in the name of love. Sorry, I had to do it.
Were people like me or people who were
It is my thing.
staying out of it 100%? People who are, if you've
It doesn't
seen
have
that,
to be.
basically the people who are in the
We literally raised like almost $800 of charity because of my singing. What do you mean?
We haven't done it again.
I know! Soon! Chat soon!
Fiendish Cavern and the people who are in Mary Skeleton War, excluding maybe a handful of people, I don't know their fucking intention.
Mary Skeleton War? Please don't tell me that was a real event in the ACC. Please don't tell me that's a real fucking thing. Please don't tell me you guys called it that.
I was more referring to, like, let's say Blaze is in both servers.
That is the name of Hitten's server?
Alrighty then.
I think that therapist should quit. I think that therapist should quit. I think that therapist should get their money back. I'm not gonna lie. I think the therapist should discharge that patient immediately. What the fuck did you? Why are you calling it that? That's insane.
And she saw that you were in a call with Heaton, and then you immediately left that call with
There you
Heaton
go.
to go to a call with Chuuli. And
Oh, that's the famous going from one place to another story. Ah.
we felt, and I'm being transparent here, that was underhanded.
I'm sorry.
What?
Leaving a call to go to another call? That's weird. That's not normal.
Because
Your
because
caring is weird.
they also weren't hiding it. They would have done it in a private call if that was the case, you stupid fuck.
Because, Ponder, you should know, one of the major, and it seems now, triggers for Heaton is purposely going into other servers to specifically talk shit behind her back.
What?
I'm sorry.
What? Oh, go fuck
Okay.
yourself.
One, if that is the case, I don't understand why Heaton does that to others. Two, I was not shit-talking Heaton behind her back. I jumped into a call to hear Heaton's perspective on why she tweeted what she tweeted.
Okay.
And then I jumped into a call with Chuuli to support.
I don't care what fucking triggers Heaton. Who gives a fuck what triggers Heaton? I don't care.
It's not our problem or their problem. It's Heaton's problem.
It's their trauma? Get off the internet then. I don't give a flying fuck what makes Heaton go fucking cuckoo banana pants. I don't fucking care. Get re-traumatized. I don't give a fuck. You're telling me jumping from call to call where you don't even know the context of the call is your trauma? You've got to be shitting me. You cannot.
You don't understand, Fauci. When you leave this call to go to the other call, it makes me very sad. It's like you don't even care. It's like that. Like what?
Why? Okay, this is my thing. It'll be a hot, spicy take. Why does certain communities, because this is not the first community that does this, but it happens all the time in this in your guys' community, though I know that some of you guys are out of it now. Why does it feel like the Special Olympics over there? Like you're trying to win the fucking bronze in who is the most traumatized? Like, I don't understand. Why the fuck is this constantly happening? Why?
Run. Watch them fall.
Like, I don't get why you guys are, like, and this is not, like, directed to anybody specifically in chat. This is, like, why is everybody fighting to see who is the most fucked up? I can tell you stand by. No, you don't need to tell me. You do not need to tell me. I don't care. I don't care.
No, you must care.
I don't want to know.
Chuuli.
There's not enough time in the night
because
for
clearly
it.
she needed it.
Because of what Heaton was tweeting.
Oh,
thank you, Lyle. I'm just saying in general. I know why, but let me be very frank. I say that as if I don't know the answer. The answer is because he who is the most traumatized is the most beloved. Because that is, it's the romanticizing mental illness, and it feels like, oh, I'm so sorry, I hurt this little bean. It's just like, oh my god, like this bean, so sorry. I can't believe you did this. Oh my god, this sweet little child. Like it's literally, oh no, the consequences of my own actions. I know why they do it.
Fucking times.
What?
I'm talking about what happened just recently. Not around the time of the Fagos video. Around the time of the Fagos video.
When was this recently?
April.
April?
When Chuuli started going off on Heaton nonstop on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
This past April.
Okay.
Is what I'm referring to. Around that time. As for what happened in 2019, 2020, I don't even fucking remember when the Fagos situation.
It was 2021.
Thank you.
Do you remember what was being discussed in the call that I jumped out of with Heaton?
No.
Okay.
I'm just seeing bodies moving and correlating items in my head.
Okay, well, for clarification, and this is something that I expressed to Heaton, my trust in her and a good chunk of people in the community was severed. When the Twitter thread came out, I distanced myself from a lot of people. I forgot about why I did it, and it took me a long time to remember, why do I feel like a tightness in my chest whenever I'm around these individuals? I expressed this to Heaton. I am trying to open up those doors again, but Heaton is very much aware that I think that she was in the wrong and that she was completely inappropriate in that moment. And I'm allowed to be friends with Chuuli.
I am not here to defend Heaton. I am here showing and trying to get understand. If anything, I have some questions as well about that entire fucking pocket.
The boss of Fauci really looking like he wants to be anywhere else right now. It's not that. It's like I'm listening, and he's looping. He's like constantly looping, and it's so interesting to me. Lio, you said there was an event in the community where someone who did a trauma got big mad about an event 5 years previously. So some of their friends crusaded against the person their friend was mad at. Had a bootleg Senate call about it where they did even more damage. Why? Because one person's trauma matters more than anybody else's, driving you nuts. Listen. Say slurs at that point. I don't know what the fuck to say.
No.
Like, I don't know what you people want.
No.
Oh, fuck me.
Dimension of these past few months,
for the year and
it was just answered That's all I needed to hear.
I should also
And it was-
clarify, for the majority of
Hey,
questions, I'm
middleman
not
for the 5. What's up, dude?
Just finished a Jegan kit. What number designation should I give it?
do you
Give it. I don't fucking. What number designation?
619.
619. Damn, she's fine. Yep, 619.
Twitter. I
Fair.
literally don't know the full extent of what Chuuli has been tweeting. I know Chuli's been talking about Heaton. I do not know the full extent of it. Heaton knows that I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm trying to be friends.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it is a struggle.
I do want to clarify this then. This is my opinion. This was my viewpoint alone. I'm not speaking for Heaton. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm speaking for myself. And what I saw was
cares?
obviously wrong. And I apologize for making that assumption.
Oh, okay. I had to understand what you meant by that. It took me a second. You're meaning that, like, your perception of things was incorrect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
And I don't know what was happening in those calls, because the majority of the time whenever those calls were happening, it's either I was in the middle of something or I was just trying to stay in my own little
Wait,
Kayden bubble.
So you're not there. What? Wait.
You saw that I was in a call with Heaton, and then I jumped into a call with Chuuli, and you assumed that I was shit-talking Heaton in that call with Chuuli because I jumped into that call?
Yeah, that was a pretty bold assertion saying that it was underhanded when you don't even know what happened.
What is happening?
Like, if I'm trying to be friends with both of them, obviously I'm going to, every once in a while, jump into calls with both of them. And every once in a while, that's gonna be, like, back-to-back sometimes. If I'm in a call with Heaton, and if I'm remembering correctly, I was in a call with multiple people, because every time I'm in a call with Heaton in Skeleton Server, or Married Skeleton War, whatever the hell it's called, I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's with multiple people.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
I will not compare myself to addict behavior. Discord social currency feels so good.
Thank you, Star Sprinter. Thank you. Wait, who is talking? So it's Kayden, Ponder, Clown Teeth, and Chuuli. And they're just trying to talk because if I remember correctly, Ponder left one call with Heaton to the call with Chuuli, trying to figure out what the fuck was happening. Yeah, and all of this gets backtracked with Blaze because Blaze thinks that they got a fucking say in this shit. Bitch, you don't got shit to say. You ain't fucking around. I love when a motherfucker who ain't around starts talking shit. It's so fucking special. Were you there? Then shut the fuck up if you weren't. Holy shit. And I would say it to your goddamn face every day of the fucking week.
This is where... Sorry, if you hear a cat in the background, that's all.
It's fine.
This is where my predicament comes in.
Yeah. It wasn't even like that necessarily. Ponder just left the call with Heaton in April to go hang out with me and Blaze stewed on it. Yeah, no, I know. But like even Ponder is saying she was just trying to so from Ponder's point of view, it seemed like Ponder is just trying to understand things. And that's what she exclaimed. Is that, hey, I'm just trying to understand things. Gamer, probably not, only because I'm gonna be honest, we've done a lot of research that it feels like a lot of people are picking up, which is totally fine. I don't need to react to anybody's KP content. I have the KP content at this point. I hate to say it.
Explanation, excuse, you get the idea. For the past 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, past 7 years, I have been going from friend group, social circle to friend group, social circle, where that was the pattern of behavior.
Oh, with the shit talking?
Shit talking behind their back and in purpose circles where everybody can say.
Why don't you pick better friends? That says more about you than anybody else. That says more about you than anybody else.
Yeah.
What? I've gone from friend group to friend group, and I just shit talk the fuck out of them. What? Huh?
And needless to say, when I see something that even has a grain that looks like it snaps in my brain that is happening.
I should clarify, we have spoken about Heaton, but it's in the context of Heaton's thread and how it made us feel and how we felt that it was inappropriate. We have been, what's the word? Cooing doesn't seem like the right word, but like reassuring one another that like our feelings on the matter were valid. And for additional clarification, when we first came back together and started talking about it, we were not sure, and me in particular, I was not sure that what I was seeing in the thread was what I was seeing. I thought I was being uncharitable. I wasn't sure that I wanted to give Heaton the benefit of the doubt that the victim blaming I saw in the thread was not actually victim blaming. So I started going around to other people within the community, hiding the fact that these tweets came from Heaton, and asking people what they would think about a Twitter thread that contained some of the things that were in that thread. At no point did I say that it was Heaton until I was in a call with Linlin and Aaron recognized exactly who I was talking about. And when he asked me, I was truthful about it because I didn't want to lie. But I was going around asking people their perspective because I wanted to give Heaton the benefit of the doubt and not believe that that thread was quite as bad as it was. And the consensus that I got was not great.
Okay. And
yeah, if other people are talking about Heaton this way, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. That's more on Heaton than... Like, if everyone knew it was Heaton, I don't understand what the fucking problem is. Am I crazy? If everyone knew it was her, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's weird to opine about this.
It's because he is not... It's because he wants to get a lick in before he's out.
Oh, he wants like his little win. He
wants his little he wants his lick back before he leaves. Yeah.
Put his tail between his legs and run away.
Yerp.
I'm sorry for rushing to assertions. I'm sorry for making that assumption. This recently. The only thing I could say is, to my experience, is I have dealt with this too many goddamn times that it's just something I immediately go to be protective of myself.
I understand.
I can get that.
Okay, one thing I'm gonna say. Why is he being allowed to redirect this conversation to like, well, you should feel bad about me?
We shouldn't.
Like, what about my feelings?
I assume, now Chuuli, I assume at the time of this call, you did not have the message featuring the BDSM thing. Am I correct to say that? Because I feel like if you had that, this would have been a very open and shut case. This motherfucker would not been able to fucking speak. God, I wish you had that. Because there's no excuse for it. Literally, there's no excuse for it.
I have been talking about Heaton in the context of we were all hurt by what Heaton did. It wasn't
therapeutic in a therapeutic sense, yes.
And Heaton has specified that Chuuli's allowed.
Cathartic, you're stupid. It's cathartic. It's not therapeutic. It's cathartic, you stupid fuck. You stupid ignoramus. You self-righteous, dumb fucking moron. It is cathartic. The word is cathartic. Did you not graduate? Does your autism fucking prevent you from saying words now? It allows you to talk inappropriately with minors, but you can't fucking say a word? It is cathartic. Thank you.
Allowed to be mad at her forever. I've been trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I can't deny the fact that that thread hurt and it caused harm.
And I'm not here to deny that either. In fact, as you said before, when that happened, I was one of the few people defending Chuuli. I know exactly what happened. And I am not here, and what I'm saying is during the Fagos situation, I knew exactly what was happening. And like I had more information than other people had. And that is why I was...
Thank you for just popping in. Yes, sometimes I say words of wisdom. Thank you. Listen, sometimes I just who I am. Listen,
like, how dare you use words wrong?
No, how dare you? Well, because again, he said his autism was the reason that he was an edgelord, which makes no sense. I just don't get it. Oh, I love people being stupid online. Thank you.
Because I was in one of those calls and you all informed me of the false story that he decided to throw at us.
Yes.
That does concern me a bit. When Heaton found that Chuuli was making a video, she specifically came to me and asked if I was helping Chuuli make a video shitting on her. Am I to assume that Heaton believes that I am conspiring against her behind the scenes?
Brother, answer the question or don't.
That's a long pause right there, buddy.
Fauci on his way to be the new Hokage? What is that? What? What does that mean?
Hokage's from Naruto.
No, I know. I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
no, the silence is deaf. You can hear him in his mouth. You can hear, okay. A fun thing, because I can hear it. He does it sometimes. I'll go back a little bit. He's like, his mouth is opening. He doesn't know what to say. It's actually really funny.
Because I'll say it right now for clarification. I am the one who decided that Heaton would not be named in our Fey Ghost video.
Okay. And I can't speak for her. That's all I can say. The trust thing in this whole entire miasma of bullshit. If you want my complete honesty, I wish you remove my permission for that server as well, so I don't have to fucking see it anymore. Because
leave.
Then leave.
Leave.
Motherfucker, you can just leave.
Why do you need an invitation to leave something? Just leave.
Because there are several moments where it's kind of a circle jerk. No one's, and there are moments where it.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm, what do you mean a circle jerk? What are you fucking stupid? Do you have problems?
Yeah.
Do you, can you not move? Do your fucking fingers don't work? Does the autism make your fingers fucking don't work?
I mean, he literally couldn't just say no instantly when he was asked that. He had to pause and go like, "Oh shit, I do know that," but he's too stupid to go like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't say anything. I probably should just deny it right away." But he's like, "No, I'm just gonna opine on it and be obvious."
Yeah,
that
because
he
it's
knows
like
something.
Like what other excuse are you gonna make that you feel too fucking traumatized to leave a fucking Discord server? You don't want to see the fucking. What do you got, dyslexia now that you can't fucking find the fucking kick button, the leave button? The words just jumble for you that you don't see the big red fucking button that says leave the fucking server? You can't left click? Do your hands not work anymore? I'm confused. What the fuck are you saying? Why are you so stupid? Why are you such a pussy? Why are you literally such a big fucking pus-filled pussy? What is wrong with you?
That's pretty.
Don't
That's
say
pretty
that.
graphic. I'm gonna ask you to not. Say that
I'm
again.
sorry.
You could say yeast infected, but pus is a bit much.
Oh my god, I cannot. Just leave a server if you don't like it. Why is it so... You're 30 years old, dog. You're 30 years old. I can't. I'm so sorry to the people who are eating. I'm just like, this is a 30-year-old man telling people I can't leave the server. Please remove my permissions. I can't leave the server.
Damn, girl.
You can point out, like, yeah, that's just them venting what fuck.
Whose autism is worse, his or Jar's? Jar's.
Ooh,
It
yeah,
will always be
Jar's.
Jar's.
I mean, Jar fucking sexually harass people. Like, send it, like.
Yeah.
as
Jar
well.
doesn't think he's done anything wrong. Like, that's different. This fucker
Jar
knows
wouldn't
he did something
apologize.
wrong. It's just like he's stupid. Go on Discord, look up Planet Earth server, and right click and leave.
Google Earth.
Shit happened at a fucking Panera Bread or some bullshit like that.
Well, that's
But
why I
Panera-
stated
Not
Heaton,
Panera Bread.
Heaton may talk about how it's triggering for her specifically to know that people are shit talking about her behind the scenes, but that is the type of behavior I would see in that chat when I had access.
Same, and that is one of the reasons why I kind of muted it a majority of the fucking time.
Yeah.
I'm not here denying shit. I'm here agreeing. Like it's one of the reasons why I'm like, full transparency. While I still consider several people in that server my friends, I have been distancing myself from that server for a new group of friends that I've been having as of late that have been more
Oh,
beneficial
good
for my health,
you.
beneficial for my mental stability, and beneficial for my growth. And
Who cares?
Who cares? Like,
I honestly give zero fucks about anything this man has said in the last hour.
How would your friends feel about knowing that you like sexually harass a minor? Would they leave? Then they're good friends because they know you're a piece of shit. If they don't leave, they're just as bad as everyone else you've ever been friends with.
How old are his new friends? He doesn't want to tell you.
That is the juxtaposition, I guess, of how I feel about that. So I'm right there with you, is what I'm saying. Like it's hypocritical on that.
I'm wondering now, I don't know if this is really relevant to the conversation, but if Heaton is concerned about shit talking to the point where it affects her mental health, I completely understand. And I also understand your stance on going through friend group after friend group because of constant shit talking. I also literally experienced that. I understand all of that. However, when it comes to Heaton's actions, they were extremely harmful, and they were public.
Yeah.
So Chuuli making tweets in a certain fashion that may seem a lot to some people, considering just the impact that her threat had on not only Chuuli but also me and B to an extent. It's hard for me to be like. I
Who
can't
cares?
Really but you
I
understand where I'm
don't
coming
care. Not to the people who are speaking. Like Cloud, I understand. I don't like. Stop placating this man. Stop placating this. Okay. I need everybody in these communities to grow a fucking spine. I need you guys to literally tell people to fuck off and die. I need you people to do it because he's clearly constantly making an excuse to stop. And again, good on Clown for saying these things. I want to make it very, very clear. I'm not mad at Clown. I don't understand what it like. Just leave. Leave. I'm sorry. No. Chuuli, you guys are fine. That's not the issue. That's not the issue.
If you got an issue,
like her actions
here's
were public and were extremely aggressive. So Chuuli making her stance known on like the hurt that she faced should not be seen as like taking it too far. This was all public.
I'm not saying that you said this, but like just for like to clarify where I stand on this, I don't think I should have to watch my tone.
Yes.
With someone who brags about how she'll always be able to outscream anyone.
Yes.
And brags about how people love her aggressive tone, because when it comes back at her, she got what she put in.
And she obviously it affected her badly. That's why I think it's kind of ridiculous knowing that she's in a certain.
I always have captions on because I am ADHD as fuck, and it always helps me. I like reading things.
She has a vent chat where people literally just talk shit.
I'm hard of hearing and I need it.
That's how it affects her mental health. That's not healthy. So.
Actually, Chuuli, I apologize that we've sort of overtaken the conversation at this point, but I do want to fill Kayden in on something. Heaton and I got into a call in late 2023 to discuss the thread and my tumultuous trust in her and other members in the community. In that call, as I was, talking about the victim blaming and the tone policing and how inappropriate it was and how damaging it was, Heaton asked, if tone policing is such an issue, why didn't I speak up when Spectre tone policed her? And I bring this up specifically because I think it sheds a little light.
Okay.
I'm not even sure on what. It's just one of those things that like really stands out. She asked why I didn't speak up when Spectre tone policed her.
Why, Wall? Please.
I think
speak up.
We were getting away from the real heart of this matter. Is that Kayden was being creepy with a child, and we're doing like an issue I see with the AC where we're accidentally diverging to personal gripe shit that is like now pulling away from like the serious.
I understand. I'm just tired of it. Like, why did you tone police that person? Why did I tone why are you people caring? Why are you caring? No, Chuuli, I understand. No, what I'm saying is I don't understand why people care if you do not tone police somebody else. People are grown adults. If they cannot handle the types of conversations that are coming at them, it is not your responsibility to do it. Chat, it's not your responsibility. It's their responsibility to speak up for themselves. Literally.
But this is not at you, Chuuli. This is just something I've noticed with the ACC. We get distracted from the real point. We bring up like
Yeah.
stuff that's like not like it's burying the lead.
It's our species.
Essentially.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like the fact that you have to address it. Well, I understand it's to divert and give yourself time to just relax. The problem is that you have to address it at all because this guy is making it far and beyond about the original thing you guys are talking about and airing his weird, dirty laundry with you guys. That is my problem.
Completely, I don't want to say ignoring because that seems malicious, but like not acknowledging that I also directly didn't confront her when she tone policed Chuuli at the time, which had happened literally a month before that. So she put out like a damaging thread that made us question our own victimhood and confirmed a lot of fears that we had that the community would not believe us if we came forward. Didn't really just contributed to that, and then asked why a month later, after she had done that to us, why I didn't speak up and help her because she was struggling.
Okay.
It's I don't know. It's one of those things that really, I don't even remember most of that call, but it's one thing that really stands out. That Kayden can do so much harm, and not acknowledge the extent of the harm.
That's what I'm saying. It's like people are worried about tone policing, but not literally the context of their actions or the conversations taking place. That is the exact fucking thing that I'm saying. Nobody is recognizing their point in the like nobody's recognizing their actions that are taking place that are affecting one another. They're more concerned about the words they're saying in front of and behind other people's backs. It is bizarre. And it's on Heaton for the way that they are double speaking towards everybody and then making public call outs so they could just like look like the fucking victim constantly.
Does.
Like it's simple.
Still
it's simple math.
And I'm not saying that this is like a malicious thing. I'm saying it's something I've been a little concerned about. It's one of the things that has made it difficult to trust her. It's one of the things that I am trying so very desperately to get past, I guess, so that I can open the door for trust. But the fact that those experiences are there
makes it hard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to give Heaton the benefit of the doubt. But I'm gonna be real. I'm glad that you agree that Chuli's in the right here.
Yeah.
I'm glad we can at least get some agreements on that. It's very much appreciated.
Because yeah, the only side that I've gotten flack for still being friends with the other side is not this side. Chuli's been really understanding about the fact that I'm trying to keep the peace.
I have a simple rule, and I've said this a billion times over, and I will say it until I'm on my deathbed. If you ever say the statement, it's either me or them, I will choose them every time. Unless, and I will clarify this, it is something clear.
It's either me or I don't. Oh my god,
Yeah, it's like I've ended friendships with someone who's like done that before. Just like say me or them. Like,
I guess,
well, I
but
guess
I
you're
don't.
gonna choose.
I mean, it's either me or them. There's context to that.
That's true.
There's context.
I'm just saying, in the instance I have, it was that the person asking me for the ultimatum was in the wrong.
I just hate every time this man speaks. I hate it.
I know he's trying to play up like, oh, I'm telling you that oh, I'm trying to be a good guy, but it's just like, dude, you're a pedo. I'm sorry, you're a fucking pedo.
I'm not gonna say he's a pedo. What I will say is that he's grossly inappropriate around children.
I'm sorry, but
we cannot definitively. Okay, I said this. I'll say this. You cannot definitively prove that he did this for sexual gratification, and I can't prove that.
I don't think sexual gratification should count into it. It's that.
But that's part of the. But that is part of the paraphilia. Specifically, the paraphilia is sexual gratification. You have to make that distinction. Because that is why I constantly say someone like Cinny is a pedophile. Because it's not the act of having sex with a minor. It goes far beyond that. Cinnabare found pleasure in the fact that she was talking to kids and highlighted it, saying it's cute that they were young. Unless Chuuli has I'm not saying Chuuli shows it, but unless Chuuli has full knowledge and evidence, and other people have evidence that he highlighted specifically that he was doing this to Chuuli because they were young and he felt power over it, at the very least, we gotta make that distinction. Yes.
All right.
Cinny literally wanted to hear the minor read and participate in the creation of a sexual rape comic. And I've said this, when it comes to the ACC, I consider sexual prose and art between their OCs as like their thing, as like the thing they do, like outside of just sending nudes. That's how I view it, because that's how they view it. Would you state Birdie is a pedophile too? Yeah. Yeah. By her own metric, she would be. By her own metric, he would be, excuse me. By Birdie's own metric, he would be. Because that's the other thing. Birdie said, oh, when I was 14, I got groomed by a 15, 16-year-old, but then says, no, when I was like 16-ish, 17-ish, when I talked to that 14-year-old, it definitely didn't happen. Like, it's definitely not the same. I was groomed there. I was groomed, therefore I didn't know I couldn't talk sexually to minor. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Really heinous.
You can't have one without the other.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's implied.
Yeah. That's my thing.
Julie.
Yes.
I can't stress how apologetic I am of my actions in the past. I'm still trying to figure out things about myself to this very day. I'm not asking you to be my friend. I'm not asking you to let it go or let it live in the past, because I know that is not how this works. I am just hoping that someday that you and I can reconcile and move on. Not be friends and reconcile, just move forward with our lives.
Why? Just what do you mean? What do you mean you want to reconcile? You didn't do the thing you were gonna say you were gonna do.
You just want her to be quiet.
Exactly. The audacity. It's the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Cannot.
Because essentially right now I'm experiencing it all again with new eyes, and
yeah, he did not do his part. So how
to me, just how bad?
I don't want to talk over Chuuli crying, but I want to highlight this. He did not do the part that he was supposed to do. He said that he would rectify it, and he didn't. Shit. If he just said, I want to apologize to Chuuli for my actions in and around the time when we were interacting. Not only was I inappropriate in certain instances, but I did not take their words seriously when they were struggling, when they were getting dogpiled by the community. I have spoken with Chuuli privately, and we've discussed this. I hope to rectify the situation moving forward and hopefully become a better person out of this. You don't even have to fucking include what you said, because that was what was asked. It's just rectify the situation. Acknowledge the conversation happened, acknowledge that you hurt them, and move the fuck on. But you're not sorry. You're just sorry you got confronted about it. That's all it ever is. That's all it ever fucking is. He didn't deliberately fail. He lied. Deliberately failing, in my opinion, sets up the idea that he at least at one time thought about it. He just lied. That's the problem. He said anything to get out of the conversation.
The things that were happening to me, how bad they were. And I would like your cooperation on what would help me through this. Which...
Can you give me 1 second? I need to change headphones.
Okay.
Batteries.
There's no way you just headphone break. Get a fucking charge. Get rechargeable fucking headphones. Get wired headphones. There's no fucking way. Oh my god, I hate all these people. I hate all these people, but you chat, you don't hate us. Remember to like the stream. Thank you. Subscribe if you want to.
Would like for you to tell your inner circle what happened, because I feel like that's not something that can just be swept under the rug. Especially now that it's seeming that I'm reviving these memories for you, if you have them at all, or just making you aware of the fact that they happened. I do want you to say something publicly. I don't know to the extent of how I want that yet. That is something that I'm going to have to think over. I would like that from you. And personally, I would like it if you took some time to yourself, to your friend group, to ideally, but I know it's hard in this country, and I believe in your state, any kind of therapy.
I have.
Okay.
I'll bring it up in my next session.
Okay. I would like you to take some time just to yourself, to therapy, to your friends, and just kind of, I don't know, sit with the knowledge of what happened to fully understand.
All right, this is the one thing I'm going to say, Julie. You should just tell them to fuck off. The therapy shit, I don't like. I'm a mental health professional. I do not care. Tell them to fuck off. Just tell them, fucking deal with what you did, apologize, and just fuck off. Be angry, Chuuli. I need you to be angrier. As someone who is losing his soy, I need people to be angrier. I know you have now. It's like one of those things where it's like, it's literally, you're being an angel about it, and I'm just like, just go away. Just go away forever. Listen, you're fine. You did nothing wrong.
Understand.
The sass in the last video, fucking Kino. I liked it.
So some time to help let it marinate for you, as I'm trying to do for me.
Again, and on like a real note, the reason why I say that is this is not directly directed at Chuuli, but it's directed at part of the problem that I think people like. What I think when people are trying to be so progressive is that they're worried about not being seen as progressive. You don't need to slur. You don't need to do all of that shit to literally just say, go fuck off and die. Because the reality is that we do believe in or I personally believe in reformative justice. Don't get me wrong, all those things. But as Name said, I do think we really run the risks of being so progressive, it's regressive, because we are giving people who have not physically shown that they can change the opportunity. We're giving people the grace that they're already about to change based on the conversations that we're having. It is okay to just be angry. It's like they're insecure about their progressiveness. Like, no, I know I'm progressive and I'm telling you to fuck off and eat shit doesn't contradict. Exactly. Well, that. And honestly, I think regressive progressive is probably the best way to look at a lot of these spaces where it's like, listen, there's no judgment if you're trans, if you're gay, if you're ace, if you're anything. Everybody is welcome here in this server. But that does not mean that gives you the fucking leeway to be a fuckhead. And I will just rip into you. And if you're like, I'm gay, I'm going to be like, so am I. What's the fucking point? A lot of people are gay. A lot of people are artistic. And they're not fucking dickbags like you are. You don't need to preserve somebody's feelings every fucking time because they want to be a victim. Fuck them. Like, this is not me being preachy. This is like my big overarching issue with a lot of the fucking, draw them pregnant. Fuck it. Draw them pregnant. You want to hurt somebody? Draw them pregnant. Just fucking threaten them with it all the time. And then what you do...
That Quite video really got to you. Like,
yeah, no,
draw
Quite's video was hilarious. I was dying when I watched Quite's video. Just draw them fucking pregnant, chat. It's the most fucking demoralizing thing that'll ever happen, and they'll hate you for it.
Oh, I know someone who's definitely upset they got drawn pregnant.
Yes. Draw them bald, even!
No, don't do that. Embryo draw me bald.
Because I don't think I want you to just continue on.
Draw the bald and pregnant!
I don't think that would do me any favors. Or you, I think you would benefit from taking some time away from the public to sit with these new revelations of the things that you did.
Falgi, has anyone drawn you pregnant? No. I also don't think it's an insult. I just know these people would. Oh, you did. You did. You did.
You keep on forgetting I drew you pregnant.
No, you did. Well, I'm not forgetting. You did. Well, to be fair, the reason why I forget it is because you drew me with, like, Twinkling. And that's the one that always sticks in my mind.
No, that's Yowie. I drew you.
Yes, no, but that's what I'm saying. The Yowie is the thing that I always sticks in my mind because it's.
Oh, okay.
To me, that's the funniest shit ever. I fucking love Twinkling. Yeah, femboy Link. I've said it publicly before, and I'll say it again. If you could pull off femboy Link, call me. We'll make it happen.
Oh God.
Unbetter yourself from them.
And I still have a girlfriend. It's very funny.
I'll do the best that I can.
Okay, bisexual.
I am a bisexual king, and you will respect it.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That's a lot.
I understand, but what happened to me was a lot.
Lynn.
Yeah.
And I didn't ask for that.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever I think it through and come to an understanding of what I believe would...
I want Kayden's close friends and family to know about all of this. Okay, so you gotta be very careful. Okay, here's the one thing I don't kind of believe in is life ruination. Again, if you believe in restorative or affirmative, oh god, my brain is restorative justice, you gotta, like, give people the opportunity to change in a way. I just think embarrassing them publicly is enough. My opinion.
Make me feel the best going forward between us. I will probably ask B to get back to you on it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. I don't know if we've said everything we needed to say. So if anyone else has anything else they need to add.
The only thing I can really say is just I hope you understand the severity of your actions.
I do.
And understand where we are coming from on a lot of things and a lot of your opinions of Chuuli, I hope have changed now.
Yeah, they have.
Good. Because a lot of what my friend has faced has been extremely unfair, and just not appropriate for a long time. And I'm thankful that you understand a lot of things. So, yeah.
We do appreciate that you have been receptive.
I try my best.
I'm sure you all found that very interesting. Chuuli was very patient with Kayden, and showed him more grace than I probably would have in that situation. Of note is not only that he's lied to others about the content and direction of this call, but he tried to throw Senate, a server that only ever helped him, under the bus. But also, right after this call, he went into Heat and server to complain about it. In the very chat he was complaining about. Also of note is Kayden asking the same questions about Ponder hopping into different calls that Blaze later did herself.
So he's still a little bitch. Oh no! Hey,
you guys were like fucking angels, and he was just a fucking piece of shit. Oh my god.
Kayden, hi. You may see this. You may hear about this. You may even care about it. Someone might even send this to you. I don't encourage that, but who the fuck cares if they do? You are a little bitch. You'll never get in the call with a real man because you're too fucking afraid. Because like you said, you only listen to authority. Because you're afraid of it. And chat, that is the end of our stream. Ash, Greg, any final thoughts on this fucking terrible call? I fucking hate this man.
I was muted this whole
Chuuli,
time.
I want to say, oh, go ahead, Greg. I'll wait. Go ahead.
No, I said it.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Greg.
Okay.
What?
Greg, I didn't hear you say. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
God damn it, Greg. I was gonna say, Chuuli, I am sorry this happened to you. I wish only for your success in the future. And
thank you,
I want to throw
Chuuli.
hands.
Thank you,
I want to
Chuuli.
too, but I want to throw hands. Oh, it's so adorable.
Thank you, Chuuli. Oh, yes. Ula's messages in the Discord before we leave.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us. Get that streamer brain.
Let me be free. I watched it. That Freight Ranker says that's strong. He was a dick. He was also how old? There was nothing predatory in that call because they cut it out. They said they cut it out. You're stupid. You just got here. And that was what it implied being here. If everyone went a little bit too far while clowning around on the internet, was forced to leave, it'd be empty. You just compared a young guy clowning. By the way, he was 27. That's not a young guy. And going too far, using the term you could possibly sneak into a G film to sexual harassment. The thing is that the G film is not fucking grooming and having access to a minor. You stupid fuck. And that's not what I'm alleging he was doing. But he had direct access to the minor. I think you made a better point than I ever could. I think people are going out of their way to paint this as sinister because nobody likes to change their mind. And went into it already. Oh, fuck off, you stupid shit, bitch, fuck, babe, fucking bitch, fit, motherfucker, stupid fuck, asshole, dick, fuck, ah!
Okay.
Ash. Greg.
Yeah.
Hi.
You other wonderful people, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you guys, everybody for coming out to a shorter stream. It feels shorter, even though I know it's like regular 3 hours and 40 minutes. I want to thank Chuuli. I want to thank Lio for coming out and giving color commentary while we were doing this stream. Thank you guys so very much. I will talk to you guys later. Again, we will still be doing more of our brony content. We will probably be doing, when we get around to it, we will be doing the Black Griffin saga next. We will be reviewing all of the allegations, the current information that's out there, and trying to parse through whatever the fuck KP was trying to say. But thank you, everybody. I'm Falgi. That's Ash. That's Uncool Greg. We're going to go to the end title screen. We are the Opblog. Thank you for liking and subscribing and donating and tipping and doing all the other things. And goodbye.